Okay, the button has been hit, and we are more silent now than we have been in the last 20 minutes. That's awesome. Hi, everybody.
Who's in charge here?
I don't know if there's an intro
No one.
or what. Like, I'm used to people being like, "Don't talk until I tell you it's okay."
Yeah. I'm gonna hit the
Just
button.
nonstop
Okay, now
talk.
what?
So
We just talk over each other and people can figure it out.
Of all the streamers, we're the ones with the least plan. It's just, oh, you want to join us? Great. We're going to play this game. That's all we know.
Then we all stare at the camera and say awkwardly, hi.
Well, yes. Hello.
that sounds
We
legit.
are
Like,
Weird
let's
Giraffe
brand it, for
Games
sure.
and
We're Weird Giraffe. We
Friends.
got to be weird about it. Like,
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes I lead it, sometimes Beth leads it. Whoever wants to lead does it. For those who don't know, I am Justin. My personal stream stuff is Play Games, Spread Joy, but I don't stream there much anymore because I'm now here having fun with Beth, friends. So Beth, introduce yourself and let's go around and everyone say hi.
okay, I finally get to play this joke. Hi, I'm Beth. I'm Beth. I do customer service here at Weird Giraffe Games. I'm hearing my voice now, which is super awesome. I love hearing myself. Anyway, though, I do customer service. Right now, we're dealing with EU issues. So if you have any missing games from us, let me know at beth@weirdgiraffegames.com. I just ran an 11-hour Weird Giraffe Games Day the other day, which was super fun. And basically everybody that's in this room right now, like pretty much everybody here helped out a lot. So I greatly appreciate it. But that's me. So I guess we can move on to, I don't know, Angel. Like, we'll just go Angel next round.
Hi, all.
This way.
I'm Angel. I really enjoy streaming with Justin and Beth all the time. And now we got several people. So I really like that we are expanding our 2-player game set and that we actually get a 6-player game tonight. So looking forward to that. How about you, Jess?
Oh, hey. Yeah. So I'm Jess. I also stream board gaming content and have been adopted into the Weird Giraffe family. You've probably seen me at conventions doing media stuff, working in the booth sometimes, giving Justin a hard time, and making sure Carla eats. So yeah, I wear a lot of hats. So I'm really happy to be here and play some games with you all. It's such a delight to have so many lovely faces on stream and hopefully more folks in the chat. And to kick it away, Jamie.
Hi, everybody. I'm Jamie. You probably know me as Jamie Daggers, and I don't mean to alarm you, but I am also a board game streamer. I guess I also do minis. I do a little bit of video games, but all this stuff over here that you can see to my left is all my paints and stuff, because I'm in the middle of getting ready for competition season. So you probably have already seen most of the stuff. We all kind of cross promote and stuff. So you probably heard of me, so I won't go on beyond that. But I'm so excited to be invited here. I've been working with the Weird Giraffe team for a little over a month-ish now, and this is
I
just
think it's been more than that, Jamie.
Yeah, it's been more than a month, but we know time kind of flies.
It does
right now, and we don't know what time of the year it is anymore.
I literally just told you guys before we went live that I didn't even know what day it was today. So, it's all relative.
Exactly. But we also have someone special with us tonight that is not part of the Weird Giraffe team. We have a special guest, Konrad, right above me. Say hi, introduce yourself, talk about what you do.
I'm MeepleKonrad. I actually never even heard of board games before. I just took this name.
Yeah, I know. You don't have any in your background.
They're like, do you want to be on stream? You have the name Meeple in it. And I'm like, sure, okay. No, I do board games. I do some video games. I also do some streams and things like that. I am not officially part of the Weird Giraffe team, but I will say I have worked with Weird Giraffe on several occasions at conventions. And while I don't work with them, they are some of the best people I know, and they make amazing games. In fact, I just got done with 24-hour stream where I played Gift of Tulips, and that was my first time. I haven't been able to play my physical copy, and I was like, dang, this is so much fun. So I'm really happy to be able to join you guys, because I genuinely love this company, this company and the people in it. So,
well, that's awesome to hear.
We really appreciate that, and we do love it when you're able to join us at conventions. You've been amazing, and you're amazing in general, even when not just with us. So,
and if you think If you think
Justin,
you can
don't
feel
trigger
just
my
wait till
me
you
like
try
this.
Dreams of yesterday.
I can't handle compliments.
Well, you get just one compliment then.
That's all you.
Just-
That's all you get for the remainder of the stream, Conrad.
Thank
And the
God.
The compliment is not that you take compliments well either. Like that, you're safe from that one.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of the theme because we are playing just one. So
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I just slipped that in there.
There we go.
It is fitting we're playing just one with the largest group of people we've had on stream, by the way. So like one
Exactly.
is not the loneliest number, in fact.
Like, and we typically invite chat to try to join with us in games, but with 6 of us already here, I think on BGA it only plays up to 7, so we could
Mhm.
only add one person from chat
Just
this time, which
one.
is rare.
Yeah.
one lucky
Just
person.
one. Oh.
Can add just one.
Also, I feel like we're at the point now in our stream where like we've all been knocked out and we wake up in some like mansion where someone like has us tied up and we're like, what's in common with us? Oh, we're all board game streamers. Now we figured it out. We can finally escape this place.
That was the easiest riddle ever. They're terrible at their job.
Yeah.
Well, that's how we're here and not, like buried or whatever I don't know what they do in those things. I don't watch them. So
It's like that
Whatever.
movie
Wait.
Identity with John Cusack, where it's like you have to figure out what the one common denominator is.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you also have random prototype pieces and D6s in your pockets? Oh, this is easy. We got this.
Why are they not already on the table being used?
You already have a ready player for a D&D campaign? What?
Yeah, right.
I just
Just-
saw it.
just
I just saw
one?
this cheesy video where they were like interviewing folks, but it was like interviewing for being a character in an RPG campaign. And they were like, I'm a level 14 troll, and I have this, that, and the other. Like, they're like, actually, we're looking for a wizard. Like,
I feel like that would
It's
be
okay.
a really good interview question. Be like, hey, do you have a D&D character prepared?
yeah,
They could have
Yeah.
just sent that troll to the YouTube comments. I'm sure they were looking
Yes.
for a level 14 troll.
exactly.
Yeah, but the benefits there are terrible.
Well, each week before we start gaming, we try to answer a question or two that's been submitted to us during the week, typically through our Discord. Beth, were we given any questions this week, or do we need to hit one from our previous week?
we were actually given some, but
Okay.
I actually passed the questions over to Angel because like Angel is super helpful and she's the helping hand. And so now she is helping handing the questions.
Oh,
But
Okay, let's see here. We have a few. Rochelle is lovely enough to submit questions to us every week, so we've got plenty because of her. And then we have some from not Rochelle and not Rochelle. So
Yeah, there was a not Rochelle too. Yeah.
yeah, not Rochelle. So
Yeah,
we'll
so-
go with one from Rochelle instead of not Rochelle. What non-games related hobby would you like to see made into a game, or what's your favorite existing board game about another hobby? And that's from Rochelle.
Ooh.
I feel like dungeon diving should be a hobby. Like, I mean,
Absolutely. Absolutely. The fact that there aren't more dungeons around is a little bit depressing.
it is.
Well, we had actually like considered a dumpster diving board
We
game
did,
as
yeah.
well. So we'd been thinking about having a little dumpster and diving
I've had a little idea. I guess I could tell a little bit about it. A little bit of an idea for a game.
Ooh, heck yeah.
Where people stay overnight in haunted houses, and it would be like a push your luck style thing.
ooh,
Oh,
So the
that's
longer
awesome.
you stay, or
Yeah.
the more houses you go into, and everybody's got like a different specter that they deal with extra well. So it's like you just run the risk of maybe running into something, a little bit to your advantage or disadvantage or whatever. So overnight house staying in haunted houses, I guess, is a
I love this comment. Plenty of material to work from in Ohio.
rude Kit Kat.
It's true.
I was
Though.
gonna say, Jamie, is that accurate? And Conrad, is that accurate now?
I mean,
Honestly, I'm a little bit more comfortable with the ghosts than most of the people.
I went to.
That is so fair.
I will say I went to a very conservative, like religious college when I was here in Ohio, and I heard more about ghosted and places and haunted places and ghost stories there than I've had the rest of my life because we were in Ohio. So I mean, I
Wow.
think it's accurate.
Nothing else to do.
So.
Like so. Hello.
Cornfields. If you like corn, this is your state.
I don't understand how that works. Everybody spends their whole life dying to get out, and then they die and they stay.
They still couldn't get out. Dying to get out wasn't enough. And actually, Angel and I are both in Indiana, where there literally were commercials about Indiana Beach that said there's more than corn in Indiana. So,
and it's not true.
Yeah.
Wow,
There are
that might be-
soybeans too, but it's mainly corn.
That might be the thing that we all have in common. Is
Oh yeah, there we go.
Corn.
It just has a few little strands of like the corn stuff in their pockets. Like, oh my goodness.
So
Angel, can you read the question out again? I'm like percolating an answer.
Sure. What non-game related hobby would you like to see made into a game, or what's your favorite existing board game about another hobby?
So I'll do like a little of both. Like for me, the hobby that I spent most of my time in, like college and high school and stuff like that, was theater. So a game that I really enjoy that has that hobby or that activity in it is Shakespeare. It's an old kind of worker placement. Choose your action points. The less action points you take, the earlier you get to go, and the more you get to do, the less you get to do, but the more you take, you might not get the actions you want, but you have more opportunity to do things. So it's an interesting tug and pull. You're making costumes, you're building the stage, you're hiring actors, you're getting all these different people to do the plays. It's a lot of fun. I think that's a great like theater based one. And while there's a lot of board games about art, I kind of would love to see something that's about graphic design, like a way to do something with graphic design, because while that is something I do in real life as a job, it's also something I do for fun. But like everything's always like, paint this picture, do this. It's not like, how do you put together an ad, or how do you do something like that? I think it would be cool to do something that's like picking like a best font, or picking something like that, to put together a thing. You get negative 50 points if you use Comic Sans or Papyrus. Something. I don't know. I don't know how it would work out, but I would love to see something that is more tuned into that side of the thing, rather than always, here's a cool painting we're gonna make. Which I like those games too, but it'd be interesting to see that turned into something.
I want to see that version of like Canvas or whatever it's called now, where you have like the see-through like card, the stack there, but like with like Comic Sans over like some really fancy like scroll.
You
from,
are
like,
invited
3,000 years ago.
You are invited to the Fortune Top 100 company dinner in Comic Sans and Papyrus.
Yes, I would accept that invite in a heartbeat, which is probably how I ended up in the mansion where we all have these same things in common.
The other question is it Comic Sans and like 6 other fonts on the card?
Yes.
Oh yes.
Like rainbow colors, like
Put everything.
Some of it's in all caps, others are not.
And at least one segment in Wingdings that you're gonna have to translate later.
And make sure that drop shadows at like 90%. That's a must.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, would Patchwork count for this question?
Oh yes.
It's a game about quilting. That's a hobby. An actual a reasonable answer to the question, I guess. If we're gonna have a boring one, that might bore you.
I think I have a predictable one, but Wingspan I think has done for hobbies something huge, because a lot of people aren't birders, but they have educated. I mean, it's just so immersive in that subject, and that she just loved what she was doing there, and that she is a birder, and it taught me a lot about birds and the subject. So I think when it comes to hobbies, that's really representing that one very strongly.
Also from Stonemaier, viticulture, right? Drinking's a hobby. That's
Yes.
A delicious one, Conrad. Come on now, let's be real. I was actually gonna say, along with what Conrad was saying about art, I always find games about music to be really fascinating. But the game that came to mind for me is that I would hope that would be more realistic would be On Tour, Like, there's no way like a band manager is just going to randomly, willy-nilly, like, are we going to go to Kansas this year? Nah, let's not. But there actually are people in the world that do make like tour routes based upon where their location is for their band and everything like that. And like,
Oh, that's cool.
I do know, like, previously before I got into board games, like working in the music industry and stuff, there were certain places that you just didn't want to go.
Yeah.
Just for like any number of reasons. So maybe it is kind of like a dice roll. So maybe it is an actual like hobby that people are like, do I have to make it a Northwest tour, or can I just make it an East Coast tour? Like, do we have to make it the whole country, or can we avoid some of those states that we know have hauntings? You know, are we checking off Ohio on our list, or are we not?
So you want a cross between Ticket to Ride and a music tour, so you can just pick your own little track.
Yep.
Ticket to Rock.
There you go.
Yes,
I
done.
want to rock.
Honestly,
can't hear-
seeing the back of like tour shirts, like sometimes you look at those
Yeah.
locations and you're like, Ohio, and then San Francisco, and then Oklahoma, and then New York, and you're like, you definitely filled this in with on tour, didn't you?
I can't hear anything to rock without thinking Jack Black. It just has to be on the cover of that. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
100%. I actually want to see him do like the Kickstarter video for that game. Like just losing it on that video.
This is not the greatest game in the world. This is just a tribute.
There it is. We're done. That's awesome.
That's it. That's a wrap.
Yeah. Did anybody else have an answer for that question? Or if anybody in chat, we've had a couple people ask questions about games, but if anybody in chat does have a favorite hobby that they would love to see a game made out of or anything, like throw it in there. Let us see.
So one of my favorite hobbies outside gaming is hiking and backpacking. And like there weren't many options, but the last few years they've actually came out with several hiking and backpacking style games. One that's actually called just Hike It.
I have that
and then
game.
there's yeah, so I'm glad to see more games themed around that hobby. Is kind of cool, because at one point I was like, should I design one so that it's out there? But no, I don't have to.
Have you ever played Trailblazers, the something trail that was
the
Mariposa games?
It's was it the John Muir Trail?
Yeah, John Muir Trail. Yeah, someone else came out with like a second game, but this is the one from Mariposa games.
I've not played
really
it
good.
yet, but I think
really
I
good.
may have backed it.
Like, it's all about going hiking. You have to have the right equipment. You have to get, you're trying to get more equipment for your backpacks. You're collecting resources from nature to be able to do things. You know, you have to hike a certain way. It's really good, and I think it hits that theme really well.
Yeah, the designer of that, I think, like, we were connected on Instagram for several years, and he'd been talking about it for a while, and he knew I enjoyed backpacking, so he's like, when I get it out, I'm gonna send you pictures on and talk to you about it. So like he had been sending me information about before it actually went to Kickstarter and such.
That's very cool.
Hike
That is awesome.
It's really cute too, because it comes in a little backpack.
Oh, no way.
Aw.
I wish I had it up here. I'd go grab it, but there's also parks.
Yeah. Parks is beautiful with all the national parks. Like, as soon as I saw that, I of course grabbed it and bought that because I had to.
Parks is great.
I need a geocaching game. Actually, I would love that. Like you can hide things, but also you can find things. Like I miss just doing it, I guess. And it's cold out right now, so.
Yeah, at least we don't have to trudge through overbrush to find the cache in a board game.
Or you come across my like rusty machete in my trunk for the first time.
Yeah, when Beth moved up here, we were emptying her items out of the trunk, and it was this big rusty machete, and I'm like, why do you have that?
For the zombie apocalypse, Angel.
Yes.
Come on now.
But it was dull. At least sharpen it if you're gonna have it for.
Well, then
I don't
everybody
feel
wants
protected.
to steal it.
I
You
feel like
just
I'm
thought
gonna get
you knew.
Yep.
I'm not sure how to turn my main hobby into a board game. How does one go about turning Trolling Bonzinator into a board game?
Oh, I thought you were going to say a Disney enthusiast. Conrad.
I feel like there's something there with like Don't Wake Daddy. You could just do that.
Don't
And
wait.
the opposite is true. Like you have to just continuously harass her so she doesn't like, come after you and strangle you.
No, there's some good Disney games out there.
Mhm.
Villainous is great. Disney Sorcerer Epic Arena is fantastic. Then I actually think that the Haunted Mansion, it's a very light game, but that was actually really good. So I think they're doing really good. I'm really looking forward to that Ravensburger collectible card game that they're coming out with. I think that's gonna be
Mhm.
fun. So I think that part of my side of my hobby is being well handled.
We answered a question. I
Yay.
really didn't think we didn't have time to like introduce ourselves, let alone answer the question. That's awesome.
Well, we answered just one question. Do we want to move on to just won the game?
We do.
Ooh, nice segue,
Alright.
Justin.
Yeah, Justin is like the segue master.
Yes.
I have just one thing. No, I don't actually. Just go ahead.
So do we want to keep it as us, or do we want to invite just one person from chat to join us? Because it does play 7 on BGA, and we typically try to invite chat to join.
Let's do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we could do
always
like a-
include folks in the chat.
Yep.
You just
like-
want a Lord of the Flies situation where they fight it all out.
Oh, I was thinking like Hunger Games.
There
There
can
you
be
go.
only one. There you go.
I
Like,
was just going to say that, Beth.
Who's going in as tribute?
That'd be fun.
Well,
Kit
I
Kat
like
plays,
how someone has
Gifted
voted someone
Tulips.
else different in. So I like that, being very inviting and welcoming and helping other people play. So if Kit Kat would like to join us, let's invite them to the table.
plus, I already have Kit Kat on my friends list, so that'd be easy anyway.
I have Kit Kat too, but I don't. Am I friends with you guys on? I very rarely go on BGA, so I don't know.
I'll
if I'm-
find out in a minute here. When I'm trying to add you.
Just to be clear, on BGA, my username is This Is Konrad because this is very, very old, and it says I live in West Palm Beach. So,
I mean,
Kinda
that could
close.
be your alias. You could just say it.
See, I was going to add that person, but I wasn't certain it was you because it said West Palm Beach.
yeah, no, that's my
You weren't certain that that was the Conrad.
Konrad. Yeah,
Just-
Right.
it
It could be any
yeah,
Conrad.
it's a legacy. I created this account in 2016, and I hadn't even like created the MeepleKonrad. I'm just not clever. I was just like, yeah, throw Meeple in front of my name so that I have a board game account. It won't matter. I'm not going to do anything with this name. Oops.
Well,
It's good
Kit
to have that on
Kat-
record, though.
let's change that, and we can become friends on BGA. So on BGA, I am JBird_the_word. So anyone in chat want to be my friend on BGA, feel free to add me. I play games all week because I'm on the computer all day, every day. So I play turns relatively fast.
Justin, we're gonna have to get some games going. I only have like 12 going with Kit Kat, so I need more. You
Wait.
know,
Most of my games right now are actually with Carla because she needs that distraction. So like
Absolutely.
while we've been chatting this first 30 minutes, I've been playing Sea Salt and Pepper with her.
oh,
Nice.
I need to get better at that game.
Oh, like we have both
Get
not
the
been very
mermaid.
good at it.
Mermaid,
That's what I
y'all.
try every
Well,
time.
I get it until she steals it from me.
Yay,
I-
Kit Kat.
I should probably actually go to the game we're playing on stream instead of the game with her.
Y'all need to stop looking at the screen, by the way, if you are playing, because I'm going to be flipping over to it right now. So,
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
just-
It might be my turn right away to like.
Wait. Now it's important not to pay attention. I'm getting mixed messages here.
You should never pay attention to me, like just in general. So that way I can just
Right.
say whatever I want, not to worry about it. Like,
Oh, and Kit Kat has 26 tables currently. I need to start playing a lot more games because
Whoa.
right.
I don't think-
Rookie
Competition.
numbers.
I don't think I've ever had
yeah, rookie numbers indeed.
double digits of games
Uh,
going at the same time.
Oh, come on,
Okay.
Justin. Come on.
Well, half of that's I don't pay
re-
for the upgraded account, so it's
Well,
half
that's why
of it's
you
waiting.
invite friends that do to invite
Yeah,
you to all
so-
these games.
That's why every Monday I'm like, hey, add me. I'll play games. Just invite me to the game.
Yeah, you can actually invite people that have the premium to a
Mhm.
premium game, and then like just be like, yeah, you need to play it so I can.
Yep.
Yeah. I really wanted to be clever, and then I realized I need to use one word.
Yeah, only one, just one.
Yep.
We just need to use all the phrases that aren't actually just one, only one, merely a single one.
So is anybody going to give a brief overview of the game? So that
I guess we should. So for those
We'll
who
figure it out as
have
we go.
not played
Yeah,
just
there you go.
one, I've only played it just once with my family, but it's still that easy to play. I can still talk about it. Basically, one person is it. It's one of the clue style games, but they're it, and everyone else is giving clues to the main word. So we're each going with BGA. We're typing in our word to have them guess the mystery word. But the thing is, any of us that type or give matching clues, those clues are canceled out, and the clue receiver will not get to see those clues. So we're all trying to think of different clues to get them to guess the just one mystery word.
Let's see.
Oh, get the 100 same time badge. I didn't even realize that was a badge. Well, on the plus side, nothing got
Nice,
canceled.
Jamie. Nice.
That's great.
Jamie, I approve.
You like that?
That is,
So
that is
much.
good.
100%.
So I'm trying to look who's actually guessing. I didn't look.
I think
That is Kit Kat. That's
Yeah.
guessing at the moment.
Saying it's waiting on Conrad to exclude identical and incorrect clues.
What?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I
Missed
guess
that.
you have to
Oh.
have like
So
a
see what it's telling you to do. I don't know if maybe you're supposed to actively click on any clue
Oh.
we can't use.
Yeah, it wants
So
you
it-
to click them if they're duplicates.
Oh,
So,
sorry. No, I'm sorry. I never played.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, we haven't
this
either.
This is our first time
Unbelievable.
playing
Who-
on
Who
BGA.
invited this
Okay.
guy?
Okay.
So I guess it doesn't have an AI system to read all the clues. Be like, no, those. are
Yeah.
too
Okay.
close.
So someone, the next person in line has to kind of say, "Oh, this doesn't work."
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I was just looking at it like, I wonder what they're gonna say. They're thinking a lot.
Ooh.
It's a toughie. It's a toughie.
I appreciate BGA for what it allows us to do, but I've always found like the UX of it
Mhm.
not intuitive. So like I'm just sitting there waiting, and there was nothing that really like stood out to me that said I was supposed to do something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was just reading at the top of the table. Set it was like waiting on to do
Yeah.
something. I was like, oh, since we're on stream, I'll go and just say it, and because like you said, it's not always
Make
intuitive.
Conrad feel
Warning.
awkward.
Yeah.
Well, so it's
No.
not like you said, it's not always intuitive. So
I
we're just
would've
saying, hey,
missed
this
it.
is what we're doing.
Because it was like in the same color as everything else on the screen. And so I was just like, do. Let's look. And I was just like admiring all of our cleverness, particularly Jamie's.
Boom. Way to go, Kit Kat.
Yay.
I really wanted to write good intentions.
Good inventions. Yeah.
I always try to take like the obvious clue, and then I go to a step further where the line is, right? And then I just blow past the line and try to like just go real deep.
You are
Real deep.
limboing like your life depends on it,
That's right.
is what I'm hearing.
The problem I have is that if I play with the wrong people who try to
Mhm.
be clever, like, right? Like you try to be like, I'm not going to go for the obvious clue. I'm going to go for this weird, obscure thing. But you're playing with the right people who also like those weird, obscure things. And you're like, dang it all.
Yeah.
And like no one picked the one that would have given it away.
Yeah, like the one
Yeah.
Mhm.
dead giveaway.
No one types the obvious.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
one types the obvious one. And so then you're like, burrito? I don't know. I don't know what dwarves have to do with burrito, but it's that's everything else seems
because
to
it's hot
match.
in there, and so you could just lay a burrito on a rock and it cooks itself. That's why.
Also,
Exactly.
burritos.
Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like Beth made like a little mini RPG about this at all. So
Whoops, I just realized I misspelled mine. Oh well.
Oh no. Yeah, I make mini RPGs about everything. So
I imagine
I'm sure that
burritos are also really easy.
So where
to
there you
use
go, Beth.
one-handed.
That's your next idea.
You can hold your
Burrito
pickaxe in the other
dwarves.
hand.
Dwarves and burritos.
Listen, burritos are a staple of life. Just
Yeah.
it should be in every
Facts.
RPG.
Yeah.
Give me
Hashtag
Star
facts.
Wars burrito RPG. That's what I want.
Yeah, I'm in.
How do you cook the vegetables on the lightsaber? That's all I want to know.
Would the cheese also be blue?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yes.
did you say cook vegetables on a lightsaber or
Yeah,
with
exactly.
a lightsaber?
Either or. I don't care. You tell me.
Try skewer them, right?
Yeah,
Like a
you
kebab.
skewer it, and in theory, it's cooking the outer edges as you cut through it.
I mean, it's brilliant. Yeah, and then you wrap it in a little tortilla shell that you kind of lightly toast with it. It's great.
Yeah, I think a lightsaber would be better for cutting loaves of bread and making toast
Toast at the exact same time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Jamie is really thinking hard.
I am.
No
I have a
pressure,
great-
Jamie. You
I have a
just have
great
to
clue.
write
I just-
one word.
Jamie wants to really throw off my sleep-deprived mind and be like, "Whoa!"
I have a really good clue, but like I feel like just in the
do it.
right circumstance, it's gonna ruin everything.
Just like
That sounds like entertainment to me. So
yeah,
All right.
exactly.
I'm sending it.
Why are we not streaming this?
Yeah,
And then, okay, and Jess has to check them.
Okay. Hey, y'all.
Oh.
We did great.
I like it, Jamie,
Thanks.
because I was this close to doing that. I just couldn't remember the correct.
That's a clever
no.
one too, Kit Kat.
I like yours, Jess. That's
Oh, thanks.
a good clue.
Thanks.
Who's guessing on this one?
Me.
Conrad.
Good luck.
And if he gets this wrong, it's just because he's sleepy. It's not anything
Yeah.
to do with us whatsoever.
Right. Yeah. The clue givers are never to blame.
Exactly. Woohoo!
Ooh,
You
you're
know,
too good at this game.
honestly, Jamie, your word is the one that really put me in the right.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
foghorn leghorn.
Yeah, like
Okay, good.
that was a perfect clue. Like I wanted to do it.
Yes.
I just couldn't remember the actual name. I was like, I could picture him, but I was like,
Yeah.
what's the name again?
But for a second, I was like, but a foghorn is a thing, though. Like that might
No,
Yes.
but like it was the everything else like that everyone else said. That's the one that made me go, okay, it's rooster.
Yeah.
You know.
I feel like this one's harder because it's harder to know where everyone's going to go with it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
Don't say that, Justin. I need to have confidence in what you give me.
You should never be confident in anything that
Well,
we do at all.
I feel it's more likely that I will match someone than not. Is where my confidence lies with this. That's the problem. Not that I don't know what the word is or how to give a clue for it.
Man,
goes
yeah,
nothing.
this one's
I appreciate Smarty over here commenting that we needed Jamie Daggers' One Eternity Later sound. I'm assuming that's the one from SpongeBob.
is.
But yes, that's awesome. That plays in my head all the time, like just randomly throughout the day. Like
I feel like this might be too niche. I don't know.
we'd never played this game. We watched actually earlier today. What are they called? No Rolls Barred. They'd played it, and they played a competitive version where you get a point if you guess it right. You get a point if you have a clue that was given, like not canceled out, and the person guessed it. You lose a point if you had it canceled out by somebody else.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Oh no.
See, that was my concern.
I don't like these groans, friends.
Oh, you're about to find out why.
Hey,
Yeah.
I think that it reduced it
'Cause-
to decent
yeah.
clues, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, sorta.
Okay.
I will say I was like, maybe my thing is going to be too niche, and
And then it was not.
then it was not.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be confusing.
Oh.
Oh,
That was close.
Wow.
It
Not
was.
close enough.
I almost went with leader, but was like, nah.
Pope.
That's a hard one.
And I
though.
almost
Okay.
I should have
thought
put
Can I
it.
hat.
ask? Can I ask what was the thought behind mobile?
Mobile.
Mobile,
Like
the Pope Mobile.
Mobile.
Oh,
I didn't realize that either. I was thinking like just like a baby
like a
mobile,
mobile
like,
phone. I was like,
oh yeah.
okay.
I
You
don't
know how
know
many
if it's-
selfies
yeah,
the Pope
Friend,
takes? Come on.
sorry.
Have you not heard of Pope Mobile, the new like phone service?
Yeah, exactly. Pope Mobile. No, I mean I probably spelled it wrong. I can't spell. That's the problem with me in
No,
word
you
games.
both spelled it right.
Okay.
Yeah, you
I
did. You did.
apologize for not getting that. Those are good clues, friends.
Is
Well,
Pope
well,
mobile when like you get a call and white smoke comes out of your phone, so you know that like, you got a call coming in?
No, that's only when you turn the sound off. That's the instead of vibrating.
There we go.
You just think your pocket's on fire every time he calls.
Oh my goodness. This is fun.
All right, so Jamie's
Apparently,
guessing.
Kitty Cat thinks we share a brain cell sometimes. The Kitty Cat, I'll tell you, I don't remember why we share a brain cell, but I'm for it.
Just
I don't
just one.
I don't remember last. That's all I have. It's crowded now.
Just
apparently,
the
'cause I
one
share it
left.
with-
Yeah.
yeah. I apparently share it with Kit Kat, and that's all that's left.
For anyone that doesn't know, MeepleKonrad streamed for 24 hours straight yesterday, and then kind of forgot that fact when he was scheduling the stream tonight. So at least he got a nap.
I got it. I'm good. We're creating the new hottest, wireless network. Mobile.
Yes.
What 1-800 God.
Yes.
Is the ringtone? Oh.
All right, I'm just gonna type out the thing I had. It's terrible. I apologize in advance, Jamie. I'm sorry.
Okay, I feel better about mine. I was like, we thought relatively the same.
Oh, these are smart, and no duplicates. So
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, very nice.
Nice. Look how quick that was.
Nice work,
friends.
everybody.
Nice.
Look how quick that was.
Excellent work.
I don't want to follow that one up though. Like someone should have gotten it horribly wrong, and then it'd be my turn. Like that would be okay. But
Well,
I'm like questioning everything that I put in though, because I'm like, will anyone get this? I don't know. Pope Mobile? Will anyone get this? I have no idea.
Usually, like the first thing I think of, I skip over, and then I write the second thing I think of, which somebody else did as well. And the first thing I thought of is not on there.
yeah, exactly.
Because everyone does the same thing. That's kind of the fun of this game is like, wait, who's going to do the obvious clue?
Right.
And who's like, it's like you almost have to just be like, yes, you're allowed to do the obvious clue this turn. I'll do something different.
Like that'll rotate out too.
Exactly.
That was what was great about the competitive version is that you actually got penalized, like even more so because it wasn't the cooperative version. Like if you got canceled out by somebody else, then like you actually lost a point for doing that individually.
Yeah.
So people threw out the most ridiculous things so they'd make sure, that like their thing wouldn't be chosen. But then it made it really hard for the guesser because they had the most like obscure things in the world to pick from. And
That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to think. What is that word?
My pick is either really good or really bad because of the group I'm playing with.
And apparently you can't write proper names. They won't let you.
To get canceled out. That's all what I'm saying.
What can you put?
Oh, no. Okay.
Of course, we were the first ones done too.
I knew it. I knew it would happen because it was the second thing I thought of.
Oh, I like
That's
the
out of
combo. So I get from Jess originally that we're thinking like Wild Westy here, and then we have genre from Kit Kat, which makes me think of something like Western, and then Angel, having worked at a hotel for a very long time.
Oh,
Oh,
yep. No, you gotta know your clue givers.
That's a good point. Yeah.
nice.
Well played.
I almost
Very
put
first-
spaghetti, like spaghetti western.
That's what I was gonna put.
Oh, that's a good one.
Hey, that would have worked too.
My brain immediately went to Great Western Trail.
Mm.
And so I was like, Fister!
Oh yeah, we play board games here. That's right. I forgot.
No, we stream board games. We don't actually ever play
That's
any
right.
of them.
That's right.
Like-
We covered that. We don't actually play board games. We interact with board games.
Yeah, exactly. We know they exist in our circle at some like in some place, but like they're just outside of our reach. We get to talk about them a lot. Though.
Okay, so who's doing the? I guess the first thing they can think of this time. Who's doing the second thing they think of?
I put the first thing I thought of, but I don't think that's the first thing everybody else is going to think of.
Okay, and who was it? Angel guessing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think now. I don't have anything good yet.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not canceled, but relatively obvious, but not the first one I thought of.
Justin, I feel like we're gonna get the same one again. I just get this feeling.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Y'all are going
I
to
don't know.
cancel everybody out, and I'm just going to be there with nothing.
I don't even know if this is allowed, if my clue's allowed, but whatever.
Oh, I like that though.
Yeah, I think
That is a
none.
great clue, though.
I don't think any are identical. I think we're good on all of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
I think so too.
So I'll just let them ride.
Goodness. I have a visitor.
I think I know. Woo.
Yeah, that's fair. Decoy says whoever answered the last clue set should get the first thing they thought of. Everyone else needs to think of something else.
That's too metagaming. We gotta play it.
Yay!
Hey!
Way to go, Angel.
You got to game the game.
That's right.
Yeah, because we can't play many games, so we pack as many games into one game as possible. Yo, dog, I heard you like games, so I put more games in your game.
Yeah. So Angel, put the first thing you think of.
This might get eliminated.
Yeah, I'm.
Okay, I want to know what Demon Station is.
Yeah, I was wondering that too. Like, I just
Yeah.
thought I was so out of the know that I just didn't know and like was embarrassed. So I was like, oh yeah, definitely that.
Oh,
That's so good.
demonstration.
Oh,
not sure-
That is really
Damn it.
smart.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know if it's truly allowed, but at least when we've played with my family, like we allowed punctuation, like a dash at the end or beginning to kind of lead.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's technically allowed or not. But that's a very solid clue. If
yeah.
we had registered that. Good clue, but we just didn't pick up on it.
no, I didn't. Yeah.
I cannot think of the word I'm trying to think of here, so I apologize that my clue is probably terrible. But
I was really worried that like space or all that stuff would get taken. So I was just like, what fictional one can I put in there?
There you go.
Oh, that's a good one, Jamie.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I like that.
I like yours too, Conrad.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Okay. Let's hit these.
Come on, Justin.
Actually, I think they're all good
Okay,
except for mine.
so I was reading one at a time and just thinking of what's the first thing that pops in my head. I see purr. I'm like, okay, cat. And then I see baby. I was like, wait, where? And then plus I was like, probably not. And then
These are all fantastic clues, Justin.
I'm sure they are. Like, and that I'm the worst at guessing stuff is part of the problem.
I also
Yes, the
forgot
word is
Angel
fake-
wasn't
fake-
doing guessing.
Fake
so-
baby cat.
Oh, so I should ignore yours, Beth, is what you're saying?
I'm saying it's on an extremely meta wavelength. that,
Yeah, I
like,
get that from today.
yeah, we were watching something earlier today that references to. So, I'll explain afterward.
There we go.
Yeah. Michael
we're-
got. Go ahead.
Yeah, we were watching an episode of The Office, and Michael was. It was the one where they had the surplus, and Michael found out that he could just keep 15% of it for himself, and he's all like,
Oh.
$538 makes you a king at Burlington Coat Factory. So
He
and
bought
then
a
bought it
fur
for a coat. So
Fair. Okay. It was
Okay.
the Elise clue that brought me back.
that was great.
Thank you.
I feel like this is one of those where I'm being super clever, but I feel like everybody else is going to be super clever equally, and like there's going to be
I was
no
just-
clues left.
I put that one out there with the hopes that people have been playing Lacrimosa lately. So
Lacrimosa.
I just like classical music. So.
See who's okay. So it's Kit Kat guessing.
Mhm.
Okay, so know the audience, know the guesser. That clue won't work.
I'm just going to throw that up there.
Everything has to be be able to be referenced in a Kit Kat jingle. That's the
Well, I was thinking everything has to reference a board game in some way because that's who we all are.
Oh, dang it. I want to put my first clue, but I can't. Dang it.
Explain why not afterwards. So, like, because I'm curious now.
Yeah.
Oh, like the game told you couldn't?
No, it's just in my brain space. I just feel like it's going to be canceled.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm just going to do this.
I'll let my dog out real
So
quick.
Kit Kat, don't feel
All
like
right.
you're trying to keep up with us because even if it seems we might be clever, ultimately we're all trying to keep up with each other in
Now
some
I'm
way.
glad I didn't put my first guess.
Wow, yeah, I'm amazed that none of these are duplicates. I see what you did there, Angel.
Very solid clues.
Referencing another show we watched today.
Mm-hmm.
I actually almost put that. That was like my first instinctive one.
Mine
and
too,
I'm like-
Conrad. Mine too.
I was so
And I
glad you
went,
didn't.
I was like, no, I gotta go somewhere else. Like I know Kit Kat knows me. I'm like McDuck. McDuck works.
Yes.
Well, so the first thing that popped in my head was our game Wicked and Wise because I was recording a how to pitch video for it. So I was like, I can't reference the game that easily.
Man, I want to play that game so bad. I know you gave me a copy. I have not been able to get a group big enough to play it at any one given time yet.
Well,
You can play that too, Conrad.
yeah, it does play down to 2.
That's true. I guess I wanted to have like the larger experience.
Fair. Like I will admit, I like to say it shines at 4 because it's
Yes.
team based with 2 on each team. But
Agreed.
of course, we've designed it to work at all the other play accounts.
Yes,
but
I know.
It will shine at 4.
I think it's one of those things where I've kept going like, okay, I'm gonna bring this out now, and then we like when I have that group of 4, it's like we're not gonna play anything tonight. Oh, dang it! Oh, okay, fine. The move also, that was a crazy time. I didn't play anything for like a few months there, so.
We're going to check and make sure it works, but I think we already have it online somewhere. I have to verify where. So you could play it digitally. And we're working on getting all of our games to a digital platform, either BGA or Beth, what is it that we're working on getting them? Screen Top. That's it.
Yeah, I've been putting stuff on Screen Top where I can. The next one I'm going to do is Big Easy Busking. It has been requested. So I'm
Nice.
doing that one next. And then probably the new one, like Wicked and Wise.
That's awesome. Okay, yeah, because I want to play it on there. I obviously want. I love playing my physical copies, but like for instance, I got Gift of Tulips into this today. That's very exciting. But like, I brought Wicked and Wise to like almost every game, like potential game time, and it just never is the one that the group goes for at the moment. So
we all did good, friends. We all did good.
We did. Yeah, I like all these.
I like yours, Jess.
Thanks.
Oh yeah, that is a good one.
And no one thought what I was going to propose because it's proposing.
Yeah.
There we go.
No,
Yeah.
no one
Some
thought.
solid wordplay there.
No, I was gonna put Hobbit, but I thought someone would put Hobbit.
Oh yeah, that is a
Oh,
good
that would
one.
have been good.
I was gonna put one, like the One Ring, but I
Yeah.
thought that was a little.
I was
too
just gonna
obscure.
put the for like the ring.
First thing I thought of was like a phone ringing. I was like,
Oh yeah,
could I get
totally.
it to like a ringtone?
totally.
So what do you say?
Is
Your
it
clue
for Pope Mobile? Is that gonna be
Mobile.
your clue for just one was going to be just one?
Yeah.
Yes,
Who wants
just
to put
one.
just? Who wants to put one? And then we'll be on.
Actually, you know what? Thinking of Pope Mobile, have you guys ever heard Bonds' singing of the Hallelujah Choir? I think we just make
Yes.
that the mandatory ringtone
for the
on all
Pope?
the phones. On the phones. On all Pope Mobile phones. Just-
And Kit Kat thought I would say shiny for some reason. Now I'm wondering why that was assumed, but okay.
I would have thought crab then if you said shiny.
Oh,
Yeah, 'cause of
so
the
Yeah.
water.
shiny.
Yes.
I almost put Rosie as well, like Ring Around the
Mm.
Rosie, but
Mhm.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
Ooh, that would have been a good one.
I am Moana. Sorry. Conrad, have you ever done Disney karaoke?
I don't do karaoke. I can't. That involves me getting in front of people. And
they
doing
actually
things.
have karaoke video games at home, and Beth and I will do those, but that's the only way we do karaoke.
Yes.
Yeah.
So fun. So
Sounds
fun.
like you might have to stream that at some point.
No.
That's why I think
Just
Angel specified at home.
Yeah.
Yes, at home. Nobody
I
wants
can-
to hear that.
I've done theater my entire life, which is fine because you're on a stage, lights are shining in your eyes, you can't see anyone.
Yeah.
You know what?
And
You're
I can do
right.
streaming for the same reason. But the second you put me in a room with strangers, no.
Mhm.
But you
I
do
don't
like
never thought
karaoke.
of
You
it that
do
way.
not with strangers, I would think.
I think if I was facing the direction of strangers, I'd be fine to talk to them all. But if you have to face them, no. I don't
Plus-
even like playing volleyball because you have to serve to a bunch of people staring at you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like,
I
no,
did-
thank you.
Okay, Beth,
gonna
are
be in a
you
room
are
with
you
people
doing
like-
more like what are those called? Prepositions? Because you said you were going to put the for the last word, and
Yeah,
now
that's
you're
true.
putting a.
It sounds like you're asking for more clues.
No, I know what it is.
Yay.
No, but I
Sorry,
just thought it was funny how she was saying last time. I was just
Yeah.
gonna put the, and now I'm just gonna put a,
Now A.
and now Beth's just gonna put like a period now.
Yeah.
And
It's Anne. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh,
Conrad, that's
everybody
an
will probably
interesting
put
way to put it, though. I didn't think about because I also did a ton of theater and choir, and I did 6 years of like show choir. I mean, I did everything musical, and
Yeah.
it never bothered me. But now the thought of like singing in front of people, terrifying.
Yeah.
really, wow.
Yeah.
For me, it's just the difference of like it's a comfort level thing, right? Like
Yeah.
you're doing you're doing something like if someone comes to a theater production, you've practiced it, you have a group of people behind you, they have paid to see this, you've worked hard at it. I get up on a stage at like a karaoke bar, I'm about to be booed off. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like these are strangers. They didn't ask to hear you sing, some Disney Channel show like at the biker bar.
What if it was like a room that you rented with like 3 of your closest friends?
I mean, I could do. I could get silly around my friends because I mean, you've heard me sing on stream. I let myself go, but like I would be embarrassed to do that in like a setting where anyone that I didn't know could hear me, and I could know that someone I didn't know could hear me. Because I've always been told I have a bad singing voice anyway, so it's like I don't want to. If you're coming to my stream, you're asking for it. That's what
kind of signed up for getting whatever you get, right?
And they can
Yeah,
easily leave whenever they want to.
exactly.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
That's okay. I think we got it. I think
I
we'll
think
be
we have
fine.
enough.
Because
No
I almost
pressure.
didn't do Jess's answer because I figured everybody would answer it that way.
I went with my gut, Angel. I
Mhm.
went with my gut.
I thought I was going obscure.
Very nice.
What was
I'm
that?
sorry, I believe I own all rights to Disney-related clues.
My bad.
True, true.
Oh, is that what that is? Okay, I had no idea. Like,
From
I'm just like,
Tangled. Yeah,
okay,
the
I
little
knew
comedian
there
from
was
Tangled.
one from a movie, but I wouldn't say turret because they have like weird little turret eyes, but like nobody ever would have gotten that. So
Oh, man.
whatever.
It's all right. We got there. We got there, friends.
I went with the first thought that came to my mind, which I don't necessarily think will be the first that comes to everyone else. So I felt okay with it.
I thought of one, but I was like, I just get the feeling that that's also going to be what everybody else puts, even though it's kind of.
I'm sure we're going to have
mean-
some canceled, like
Yeah,
Yeah.
the way we're
probably.
starting to play. But
But this is where my brain went.
It is nice, by the way, for anybody who does decide to play this in the future. It did automatically cancel out the ones that were exactly the same, so it does check
Yeah.
it for exact matches. Just
Well, that's good.
like if they're extremely close or somebody misspelled one or something.
yeah,
you'll
like
have to-
plurals, misspelling, or things that are
yeah, like
too
somebody throws an
related to the
S
clue.
on it, like
Yeah.
pluralized it or whatever. So
I just want to do
Mm.
something where it's like, I spell skater SK8 so that it doesn't get canceled out.
So you're saying the correct way of spelling it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh, so in the event that the word is Avril.
I know.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
Exactly.
for the Avril Lavigne out there.
Exactly. Listen, I,
mean, it
don't
could
want
be-
to make this complicated, okay?
It could be yeah, I was gonna say it could be the word complicated.
Love
Yeah, exactly. Boom.
Oh,
Although-
Conrad,
I
nice
can't hear
timing,
that
my
without-
friend. Nice timing.
Yeah. I can't hear that without the Weird Al version popping into my head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I had a weird experience with Avril Lavigne in that, like, I used to work in Napanee, and then
Mhm.
somebody from Napanee, Canada came, and they had this big thing of sister cities, Napanee, Indiana, and Napanee, Canada, and they had Avril Lavigne's like vocal coach from when she was little come and speak there. So we got to see pictures of her when she was a kid, and she wasn't punk and in a like Sunday dress and
Oh,
like long
goodness.
hair. And it's just
my
the
God.
weirdest experience, but I don't know what that had to do with Napanee, but we got some interesting things happening.
Somebody just decided to make a career out of something, I guess.
Angel.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I think it's enough.
Yeah, you don't get my clue.
Mhm. Conrad, I'm learning new words. I didn't know that was a word.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely a word.
Mhm.
And I know exactly what that word is too, but like
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I was a little like unsure, but as soon as I saw, like, I don't know, Jamie, you've been like rocking it with the like, I'm gonna go slightly askew, but like kind of like solidify the thing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm
good.
going for. I'm just trying to get
Yeah.
something just enough off the path
Yeah.
of what I'm hoping everybody else writes. I'm counting on you guys. It's you
I was
guys
like-
that are doing all the good work.
We
Yeah,
should
they-
be proud,
Proud,
everyone.
Yeah.
Yay.
They
I
had
am
yeah,
proud.
Black Lightning on the CW, but I don't think that was ever on Arrow. So like, I wasn't 100% sure, but then when I saw Mob, I was like, oh, Flash. Yeah. I love
That's exactly what I was hoping would happen. I was also going to put Flashdance, but I wasn't sure if that would have hit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Jess, the Arrowverse has to do with the CW. They have Flash and the Arrow and
Mhm.
several other things like
Oh.
Supergirl, and they're all part of the Arrowverse because Arrow started them off and they spin off from there.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Screamy lady. Yeah.
So it's
So
kind of
like-
like Marvel Cinematic Universe, but on the
Got
CW.
it.
Yeah.
But it's the DC side. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and because Arrow started it all, they just call it the Arrowverse.
The Arrowverse, yeah.
Oh. Very cool. Thank you.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us, Kit Kat. It was awesome playing with you too.
Yeah.
Like I've had you as a friend on here for a little bit, and I just haven't like started any new games. So like it was awesome to actually get to play with you.
Magnificent.
Yeah, like how we just got Really cool.
Eerily quiet.
Yeah.
I was reading through the questions so I could throw one out there.
Yeah.
Well, I have games to play on BGA.
Yeah, let's
That's
just
what everybody's doing, catching up their turns.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, what happens next? I
Well,
don't know.
what happens next is we can answer another question. We can play another game if we want to. We don't ever have a set time we have to end this, so it's more up to when everyone is feeling like they've had enough or they want to keep going. We know you've had a long day.
I was about to say, so another 24-hour stream. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
There you
Let's
go.
do
What's
this
down,
now.
right?
Just one more.
Just one more.
Yeah.
Just one more.
You know, there's an
more
angle
day.
there.
One more day.
Opcost Games, who's one of my
One
mods,
day more.
introduced me to a streamer the other day who she's an elderly, like, African American lady who just
Mhm.
does puzzles from start to finish.
Mhm.
The whole stream is just one puzzle.
Wow.
She doesn't take breaks. I don't know how she does it.
Wow.
No breaks, and just goes start to finish. And it's just the coziest place to hang out. It's amazing.
That's sweet.
Awesome.
It's
Have you
super
ever-
cool.
Like Ravensburger used to do puzzle speed competition streams.
Mhm.
Like they would have a couple people that were puzzlers, and they would just be like, okay, first they would have like 3 puzzles, and you had the first to go through all 3 puzzles was the winner. Bonds was on it. I think she was on her first puzzle when it ended. But
Wow.
it was a lot of fun. It's really cool. Puzzle streams are really cool. Ambi does that too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Board Game Blitz. It's really fun stuff.
I did it once before, but I managed to get like the edge pieces complete, and I'm like, okay, I'm done. And I like look at the clock, and it's like 3 hours later.
Ooh. Yeah, you almost have to choose like the smaller puzzles. And just
Oh
make it
yeah,
like,
no,
you know,
this was a big 1,000-piece puzzle.
Yeah.
So
My level
yeah.
of puzzles are those ones that have like that you had like I used to have for my kids that were like, you know, like the little square holes, you know, like
It
big
drops in the
shape.
perfect
Yes.
shape.
I could never
Animal.
get them, but they were a lot closer to my speed. You know?
You could just
Yeah.
play with the pieces more that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You ever see that video then of the lady watching like someone else do the puzzle, and they take like the one piece and they put it in the round hole, and then they take another piece and they like line it up
Yeah.
with where it's supposed to go, and they put it in the round hole, and they just
And
keep
she's
doing
just
that
like,
with everything.
"No,
Yeah, and she's
no."
like losing it, like dying. Like no, like yeah, that's it. Wait, no.
That's right. It goes in the square or the
Yeah.
circle. That's right. It goes in the circle.
Yeah, like no.
Right. It goes in the circle.
Have you all seen those like 10-foot long puzzles they have? Like they have like the Disneyscape ones, like they're just super long.
Mhm.
I don't think I have an area in my home where I could assemble that. Maybe you just have it in pieces.
And I do like puzzles. I enjoyed that.
Same.
My ex and I, we used to do this thing where we'd have like almost like a competition of like we were like trying to like figure out who could do it fastest and put the
Mhm.
pieces down.
Oh.
And so it was like speed puzzling, and we just like, okay, got this. Aha, I got this. And then we would like claim something. So if like you could attach like a piece to another piece, you would claim that piece, and you'd be like, I got the larger section. It was kind of fun.
It sounds kind of like perfection, but it doesn't explode at the end.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
just the people explode. Yeah, at each
It
other.
depends on who
Yeah.
wins. The table kind of gets flipped, but that's besides the
Yeah.
point.
I thought that was a given.
Okay, so next question that we have is, do
Mhm.
you typically prefer deluxe edition of games or saving money by getting standard or retail? And that's from not Rochelle.
Great question.
Ooh.
I would say most of the time, I'm definitely one of the type of person that's like I want it all. Like because usually if I'm gonna spring for a game, especially like an early like crowdfund situation, it's
Mhm.
because I really really want the game. So
Mhm.
I want it so much that I need everything from it. So I tend to go for deluxe editions.
I was gonna answer that we usually just get the standard stuff, but then I just backed Witchbound at like the full level. So
I didn't
Like-
even know you did that. So yay.
yeah, oh no, actually, I haven't done it yet. I have to get my credit card so I can put it in.
Oh,
but-
okay.
but yeah, I'm going to. I've wanted that game so bad, and we were in a bundle on itch that went live a while back. Trans Wizards or Wizards bundle, and it has been doing extremely well. So we can actually afford to get Witchbound. So that's cool.
That's
That's
good.
so cute.
And yeah, that game looks amazing. Actually, we're gonna
It
have him
does.
on here like in the next week or two to talk about the game too. So I need to set it up again. We were gonna do it
Now
last
we can
week.
say we
Now
backed
is-
it.
yeah, exactly. So now we could say we backed it on there. But yeah, the same thing. I was really excited about Sleeping Gods, and I didn't back it in time, and I ordered it. I had to wait like seriously a year for it, like after pre-ordering. And then I was like, oh, this is really fun, even though I only played it once. Like I need to get all the other stuff, and it took forever to find that stuff. And then we finally found it, but we haven't played it again since. So,
Of course.
but I'm still happy to have it.
Well, we
Yeah.
played through the whole thing. I think it took us about 8 or 9 hours. Like, but we
Wow.
played it all in one setting, and it was like,
Ooh.
okay, if we pull that out again, it's gonna.
Yeah, and it's very
Take a while.
roguelike-y, so like you play it like multiple times through to actually beat it. So because you're unlocking things each time. So that was probably like 1 out of like
It
15
was definitely
plays.
a cool game.
There
Yeah.
seems to be so much that you can do. I just remember I was doing it on stream, and I let people like make some choices for me.
Oh, cool.
And I was just like at one point I let Dutch Yoda be like, oh yeah, let's invite the demon child, demon ghost child onto the ship. And then
Great idea.
great idea. And then they're like, we need to go to this village. So we drive over to this village, and we get to the village, and there's all these creatures on the ship. And Raina's like, ew, bugs. Let's attack them. And so we attack them. They're the people of the village, and they won't let you come back. You get chased
Aw.
away. And we're like, this is great. We're stuck with the demon child. I don't know what to do.
This is all your fault.
But it's just, I love that game for the storytelling aspect. It's great. I feel
Yes,
there's
that's
so much
why I
to
like
discover.
a lot of those Red Raven games. I love the little storybooks that come with it and the little clips you get with it.
Yeah. I think that's a complicated question because I think it just depends on the game. Like I've definitely gone all in on some Kickstarters where I went, I think I made a big mistake because I just have too much, right?
Yeah.
But at the same times, like I'm very happy to deluxify or have upgraded pieces. Like I personally, I really like Century Spice Road. I like Gollum because I feel like I'm playing a deluxe version of the game versus having like the wooden cubes, but you have those gems and things like that. I want those kind of like tile pieces. I don't have regrets for Ankh having like the upgraded plastic bits versus that. And like with Quacks, I kind of want the ability to buy a game and then if I love it enough, have that opportunity to make that choice. Yes, it might cost me more in the future, but have that ability to get that those upgraded bits in the like moving forward. Like I've upgraded pretty much everything in Scythe, right? Through MeepleSource and all that kind of stuff. But I was able to do that after I discovered that I love the game. You know, I don't necessarily want to have to be like, well, I guess I have to spend $120 just to see if I like this game or not.
Yeah.
You know?
And it feels
So-
like FOMO instead of like investing
Right.
in something that you know you enjoy now.
Yeah. Like Blood Rage was one of my top 10 games. It's been one of my top 10 games for years. So when Ankh came out, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go all in. I'm gonna want those upgraded bits. I'm gonna want everything for it. But sometimes I just want to be able to be like, no, I'll take a step back. I don't need all this. And then if I really love the game, I can upgrade that later, right? Like I'm kind of glad that Dice Throne had the ability to just get into the game, and if you really wanted to deluxify it, you could, you know.
Yeah.
Which I did, but you know, that's the point. There's
But that was your
option.
choice. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was my choice, right?
We got Hand of Fate on a really good sale, and it ended up being some deluxe pieces with it. And one was these amazing metal coins that are some of our favorite things.
Yeah.
And so that kind of got us hooked on, you know, deluxifying some things, but we don't do it all the time. Just when we splurge for games that we know we're gonna like.
Plus
The
those
metal
video
coins
games are
almost always a must.
yeah. Those video games are great.
I'm a big fan of like metal coins as a general, you know, like addition. And also the tokens, like the upgraded tokens from like Quacks and Orleans.
Oh
like
yes. Oh my
you
goodness.
can't go without those.
So funny
Can't, no.
thing, I loved Quacks. I played Quacks. I played my friend's copy of Quacks, and I realized that if I bought the game, I would have to buy the tokens, and that's like buying the game.
Yep.
twice. So I said, I'm never going to get this game. I'm just going to play it when other people are around. That way, I can save my money. And then that friend gave me the deluxe tokens, and I went, well, now I'm obligated to go buy the game. I have it.
Yeah. And it's such a that's so funny that you say that too, Conrad, because it's like I'm not I will never play that Quacks without the deluxe bits now. Like,
Yep.
it's just so much more satisfying to do that draw bags. And then, I mean, let's be real, in the pandemic times before everybody got super crazy on hand sanitizing and washing their hands all the time, people had gross fingers. Okay. So when you played with those cardboard shits, it was like, what am I touching right now? And the white
Why
tokens
is
would
it
just
wet?
be so grody.
You.
You're like, but with the deluxe bits, the car, you could just wipe them off nice and cleanly. You don't
Yep.
have to worry about smudging the artwork or anything. I'm just like, oh,
That's the next new craze is dishwasher safe meeples.
oh my gosh, yes. no.
Used by
I
Chip
put
Theory.
my copy of Rising Sun in the dishwasher. We're ready
Yeah.
to play.
Yeah,
Used by a Chip Theory gamer. They're all dishwasher safe. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
We need to get Carla to do that now. That'll be the next thing.
Yeah, I think having that option. I went all in on Edge of Darkness, right?
Mhm.
I got like the Kickstarter thing. Are half the things that I got completely unnecessary? Yeah, but that's my choice. I'm glad that hopefully there are options for people to get it at a cheaper rate than buying all the minis and buying all that kind of stuff, because it's a good game.
Mhm.
And you don't need the minis like at all. They're completely pointless. I use them, but they're completely pointless compared to
hey,
the
you be
things that
careful.
they're-
You be careful saying things like that around here.
I mean,
Jamie
from a
knows where you
gameplay-
live, Conrad.
That's right.
From a gameplay perspective, it's actually, and sometimes it's actually would be easier to use the stacking chips that are just the cardboard like circles. But I got it. You can paint mine. Come paint them.
Dice Tower West, right, Conrad?
Yeah, exactly. Just sneak them into your bag.
Sounds good.
I love that there just happened to be these times like like everybody just at the same time. Like, nah, we're done.
We're satisfied with the conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just one awkward silence.
That's right. Just one.
Is it really awkward or just okay?
Oh, it's
Is
definitely
someone
okay.
an extrovert? Can someone not handle the silence?
Yeah.
I didn't know that I was an extrovert till last year. That's not my fault. I'm new to it. Like,
Do you need someone to like enter in that Kermit the Frog meme, Beth, where he's just like, yay!
the Kermit flail. Yes, absolutely. That's like my head all the time. Either that or the exact opposite. I'm just passed out. One or the other.
It's
No in
very
between.
funny. It's very funny to me. I went on the very first Dice Tower cruise, and I went with my friends. We went with our friends, this couple, right? And my ex-wife was the extrovert, and I'm the introvert. And I'm very loud and boisterous. I have ADHD. I can be very flamboyant, but I am introverted. And so, like at one point, we were having lunch, and the wives went off to go get something else,
Oh no.
and the two of us are sitting there and just staring at each other. And I'm like, and culturally, you're like sitting there going like, oh, there's something wrong with this friendship. And then I realized, no, we're just introverts. We like
Yeah.
each other. We don't need to have this. We don't need to fill in the gaps.
Yes.
We can just exist with each other, which is really nice.
Yeah.
I think that's why Beth is always my favorite because like we can be quiet and it's okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's something to be said for comfortable silence,
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
When I visited Bonds last year, there was at one point she was streaming, and I had stayed off to stream that night because I'd gotten some news, and like she comes out, the room is pitch black. I have her on the iPad and my earphones, and I'm watching her stream. Her husband's in like the other corner at his desk watching. She's like, "What are you guys doing?" We're like, "We're hanging out in the dark, silently." We're like, "Yeah." This is how introverts hang out.
Yeah.
Like this,
Don't make it weird.
Yeah.
don't
Like,
make it weird.
let's go like not talk in the same room, okay? Yay.
Yeah. Let's not talk in this dark room together. We're good.
my partner likes to call that companionable silence.
Yes.
Aw. I
My
like
dad-
that.
My dad, when he came visit once, he said we could do basically whatever as long as it wasn't go see movies because you can't talk during movies. And I was always like, that's my favorite part about movies is that you get a
don't have to
break
talk.
from all the talking. Like, so I feel like
Dang
that's
it, you
basically
found
what
us out.
Netflix
No.
is. Like it's just like an excuse to not talk. Like we get to experience it together and like just chill.
So great. So wonderful.
Yeah.
So do y'all want to play another game, or are y'all feeling y'all need to call it a night?
I'm up for
Do you
another one.
want to build a snowman? Sorry.
Like just one?
Just one.
Just one more.
hours
It
of
could
Sorry,
be more than
Jenny. I
just
had
one
to.
more.
I had to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, Kit Kat, do you still want to play with us, or do we want to let someone else from chat play with us?
Do we want to let someone else with Justin? What are you saying? Are we limiting? Are we limiting who we can play games with?
Well, we're verifying if Kit Kat still wants to play, or if someone else would like to play. Well, James, feel free to invite me to a game of Ink and Gold. I think we're going to try to fit in just one more game of just one.
Yeah. Ink and Gold would be fun on stream, though. I want to yell
It
at
would
everybody
be. It
for
would
like.
actually. Yes.
I've never played
How
it.
many? How many does Ink and Gold play?
I don't know. I've actually never played.
You never
up to
oh my
8.
goodness.
Oh, it's fun.
Justin, we're playing it.
I'm a gamer, but
Yeah,
there's a lot of games I need to play because there's a lot of games out there. So,
There's
like I
so
said,
many.
invite me to play. I'll play anything, even if I don't know it.
We played that one with Arwen the other day, so we finally
Yeah.
got to play it. But
Yeah, it's not as fun when you're not like actually playing it live though, because like you just come back and it's like, oh hey, somebody left, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I just do?
yeah. Like, oh weird, there's some gems missing. Who? Oh yeah, okay.
Oh yeah.
But, yeah. Maybe that'll be what we play in 2 weeks, because we got next week we're gonna be playing. Was it Explosion in the Laboratory? I think next week.
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, next Monday will be that.
Are you sending invites, Beth?
After we figure out who else is playing with us, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm in.
Oh, actually, 2 weeks from now is the day before, like in theory, like like that's what it's marked for. The day before Dreams of Yesterday is going to be on Backrick. We should probably play that 2 weeks from now, but we'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
We need to play Ink and Gold on stream, though. Is what I'm trying to say. At some
Yes, some point.
point. But yeah, it looks like nobody else is like. If anybody does want to play, like, let us know your BGA name. I don't know why I'm waving at you, but yeah, if you want to just throw it in
You
the chat
out there in the interwebs.
Yeah,
Yes, you.
but otherwise, I'll just
You too can play
smash
games
that.
with
Propose a
us.
rematch game.
Someone runs by. I got a golden ticket.
Smash it.
Yeah.
Smash
I don't-
it with a hammer.
I'm pretty sure all buttons get smashed on the internet. That's just how it works. Like, you don't ever press anything. You smash that subscribe button.
Button smash.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to hit the propose a rematch button because that's easy enough.
And I will hit the accept button because that's easy enough.
Yay. Awesome.
That's it.
Will you go on this adventure with me? Yes.
Yes, but I will not touch you.
Yay, everybody. Conrad accepted my friend request on Board Game Arena.
Yay.
Way to call him
You've
out.
been really awkward.
That would be really funny if you were like, Conrad didn't.
Yeah,
Oh, I
the
totally
thing
would.
is, like,
I totally
Conrad,
would.
I don't know any Conrads. Like,
Yeah, I don't know what are you talking about. Also, I this is what I'm talking about when I talk about I apparently started my own table and people are waiting for me. I'm like, oh no.
I
I
don't
never
like
go on
this new
BGA.
how to set up a game. I don't
Mm.
like it on BGA.
Mm-mm.
They need to go
They've
back to
changed
the
it.
way it was.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's awful now.
Because like I got an invite and I went to the page and I was like, start game. But apparently that started its own game, so that's fun.
Oh, I apologize in advance. This is the best clue in the history of the universe. You probably won't understand it. I don't care. I have to do it.
This one's for me.
And I'm chatting with chat, and I realized just how bad I am at typing and spelling. And look at how I typed welcome. Welcome.
Yeah.
Just in Old English. Relax. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Dyslexic typing.
After a certain time of
Oh, hey there,
day,
Bree.
Justin gets more
Hey, Porky Bree.
elaborate in his words.
I thought it was
I thought it was Dutch. Yeah. That's right. We don't make mistakes here. We just speak in other languages. And if it's not another language, then we've invented a new one. Just
Exactly.
we don't make mistakes. We just riff on them.
We just keep it weird.
Yeah, we keep it weird. Exactly.
That's right.
Looks like we're waiting on Jess and Jamie.
Yep.
I'm thinking, Justin.
Don't think too much now.
I can message you like 7 of them. I've got some lined up.
I I also thought it was funny when I was tagging people like on social media about this, but we have 3 people with a J name, and now we have 2 people with a K name. So like Angel and I are just kind of stuck over here on our own, and like.
Listen, I changed it once. I could do it again.
Yes. Just make sure it starts with a B.
Yes, Bree, you can stay. J names are the best names, but we accept the other ones too. Looks like checking out.
I feel like good luck.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
A Kit Kat. I matched.
Yep.
I have to explain mine afterward. Like
Well, I'm not looking at who gave which clues. I'm just looking at the clue first, and trying to find a way to connect two.
Oh, James Brazil asked if we were supposed to see BGA, and I would imagine so.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah. Got to share your screen.
yeah, Beth.
oh,
You can do it.
Oopsies.
it shows it
No.
sharing. I'm not sharing it on StreamYard. That's the problem. Yeah.
Listen,
Oh.
no, you're
That's the
this
trick.
is the
You don't
new
get to
game.
see it.
Chat, you're supposed to guess what the word is based on only our
How we react to it.
Exactly.
our reactions.
Right.
Exactly.
React just what?
It's like you guys have never played Just One with a stream before.
Jeez.
Yeah.
What the audience is supposed to do.
Thank you for pointing that out, James. Oh my goodness.
Love you, James.
Mm-hmm.
Whole new level of difficulty indeed.
I'm sorry. I don't think
okay.
I can connect these.
It's okay, Justin. Just type anything in the chat.
But only if it's the right thing.
And there's a certain number of them that you should type. I'm gonna go ahead and guess.
I should have put carpal.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna put secret, but I figured everybody would put that.
I really figured someone would match with me. That's totally from Fallout 3. It's a Tunnel Snakes. They were the name of the gang.
Yep.
I'll be honest. I never played
heard
that.
it.
So
Tunnel snakes rule.
Exactly. Thank you.
I'm with
So
you.
it's like I couldn't find a connection to any of them at first. And I was like, test tube. It's like the only thing I could think of.
Oh, that's smart though. I knew my
Yeah.
clue was terrible. I just had to do it for the memes.
But like, and now seeing Tunnel, I at least Lincoln makes sense. But I was like,
Yeah,
how do you
again, I was
connect
going for
Lincoln,
that, like-
Coyote, Snakes? And...
You understand Coyote? Come on. Wile E. Coyote
Yeah,
always
yeah.
running
Well,
into
no,
that
when I
tunnel?
read Coyote, I was like, okay, Wile E. Coyote, but I wasn't thinking of the tunnel pictures and how I
TNT,
was
that's
always
right.
thinking TNT and Acne and
Yeah,
Roadrunner.
yeah.
I didn't think of tunnel. I didn't go far enough down the road.
Plus,
Yeah.
to be fair, that was also kind of a Bugs Bunny move too.
Yeah.
That's true. It was just one of those things where I was hoping the other clues wouldn't be as like, snake. Like, it's like a snake and coyote. What the heck is going on?
You can
I have a
audibly hear
feeling
the
my-
think.
Mine
This-
might get
I
canceled
was
out here.
sitting here trying to figure out who is guessing because that'll determine what I write.
Okay, so supposedly since I just guessed last, I'm allowed to put my first thought in the
Okay,
in the
well,
obvious
I put
one.
my first thought. Actually, I put my third thought. But
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
I
going to
would've
put
liked
my
that.
first thought, which is potentially different than y'all's first thought.
Yeah, I skipped my first thought. And nobody put it. Shocked
oh,
me.
good.
I tried to go the clever route, and that always tends to bite me in the butt. But I'm hoping it doesn't this time.
I
I
see
think-
where you're.
nice,
oh, I
Jamie.
see.
I
it.
see where you're
Yeah, I
going with
see
it.
I like
Yeah, I
it a
do too.
lot. Oh, I'm looking this over. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Looks good.
I
Well
will
done,
say,
man.
Beth, that was my gut instinct, and I'm glad I changed.
Yeah, that was my second. So I was hoping I'd be safe, and then almost it wasn't. So
There was one that I also thought people would put.
Me too. I skipped one that I thought was
Yeah, we're
I was like,
probably
oh,
thinking
nobody
of the
put
same
it.
one.
probably.
yeah, I'm guessing I'm in that same.
I'm curious what it is now.
Yeah, same.
Well, after the guess was made.
I played this on stream too many times and spoiled the word to make that mistake again.
Yeah, what was it, Jamie? What was it? It's funny that they don't have a little timer, because sometimes if you get people like a timer to do things, not saying Kit Kat's taking too much time, but I just would think about like to kind of mix it up. They'd be like, would you like to insert the timer? And it would be like,
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember if the real game actually has a timer in it. I think it has a timer for writing your clue.
It does, I think.
I don't think I've ever used it.
No, I don't think I have either.
Like, I feel
Anybody
like
in chat have a guess to help Kit Kat out?
Oh, come on, Kit Kat. Bow ties are cool. You said we share the same brain cell.
I was thinking tie dye.
Oh, I was gonna put TIE Fighter.
Ah, nice.
Oh, nice. I was thinking shoe, or laces.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking tie dye.
Ooh, TIE Fighter. That's clever.
That is clever.
It's okay.
Now I'm concerned where everyone's going to go with this and how everyone thinks about this and what they might put.
How will I think about it?
Well, I know it's like, okay, what will help you guess, but also
what Disney word will associate this clue to me? Please tell me.
I think I know, but I hope someone else doesn't match it.
See, the best part about this game, Kit Kat, is that you don't have to be sorry because we gave you bad clues.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Everyone but me, though, was the one that gave that. That's how.
Exactly.
We all get to think of that. We all were the ones that,
and that's
everybody
the
else gave
secret,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Just one of the
Everyone
clues is
except
a good one.
me.
Yeah,
Let me
everyone
just make
except
that
me.
clear.
Exactly.
Right.
Just one of the clues is a good one, and it was
It's just one.
Yeah.
We need a just one counter over here, apparently.
Oh, good
Oh
gravy.
gosh.
Conrad, channeling Conrad.
That's a disturbing thought for you, and I apologize.
It's like think of what Conrad's name was before and his other hobbies and what he
This
enjoys
is Conrad.
and how it connects.
This is
Put 24
Conrad.
hour stream on every single one of these because that's basically the extent. For me.
Oh, dang it. I feel like I'm going to duplicate, but I'm just going to go with it. Yep.
Oh no, we did.
Dang it, Beth.
Oh, no.
That's okay. That's okay. We'll be fine.
I have played this game where one time everyone thought they were being clever and they were going for the unique thing.
Oh, I should have gone with my first. I should have gone with my first instinct, though.
We'll have to hear what that is after he guesses.
Okay. Space.
I like it, Angel. I like it.
Yeah, I really like Angels too. They're all good, of course.
Like all of my thoughts were completely different than what the directions y'all went. Like first, second, third, fourth, like everything I thought of was different.
Oh gosh, I feel so bad. I'm sure these are great, but I'm like my brain is not instant connecting like it did last time.
It's because everyone else gave really bad clues, but we got canceled out. So
yeah, we did.
Sorry.
If you had our clues, Conrad, it would have been spot on.
Yeah.
Duct. Air.
The game designer's fault.
Space. Air. Duct.
Just reminds me of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and David Duchovny was on there, and he called his wife, Taya Leone, for a clue, and he reads it all out, and she just says, "Oh, honey, you're so screwed."
USB. Okay, yeah. Port. Yeah, USB would have been.
Like
I was
you
going
could
to
either
put,
go.
I was going to put wine, Conrad.
Yeah, you could go the alcohol
Mm,
route, or I was thinking like Disney cruise
Yeah.
for Conrad.
True, true.
I
See,
wouldn't say
when I stopped watching stream last night, Conrad was playing Star Wars, and so I was like, "That's an easy one."
Yeah, but port, that's not one that my brain wanted to wrap around.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a tough word.
I was gonna put air, but I didn't know. I think that was somebody else's too. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who's guessing?
I was gonna put land, like Portland.
Oh, that's a good one.
yeah, that is a good one.
Jess is guessing this one.
I am guessing this one.
Okay.
I super believe in you, Conrad.
I mean, I'm hoping you get this clue. I don't know. I think you would.
Yeah, like I feel like this one it really just needs just one good clue.
And I'm
make it
thinking of
obvious.
zero of those.
Are you
so,
talking
yeah.
about yourself, Justin?
No,
I really
like
just need
the-
one good
no,
clue
like,
from
there's-
me.
but no, there's plenty of good ones for it. We'll see how many get canceled.
James suggested the one that I'm surprised none of us put. For the record.
Oh, okay. Yeah, James, I see that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's Star Wars. I'll tell you that. I got very angry. That was a very bad game to play late at night, and I realized I'm like, I shouldn't be screaming in an apartment at 2:30 a.m. I'm gonna leave this game now.
Overthinking it.
How we looking, Jamie?
We're looking good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
I was surprised
so
to
many.
not see a certain one,
Yeah, me too.
You three.
but I think we all avoided it.
Yeah.
I literally couldn't think of anything. Like, so y'all have like these 300 ideas, and I'm like, I'm just sitting over here like,
I told an interesting story last night.
This is a good one, and I got it because of Conrad.
Hey! See, I thought it was a good clue. That's why I was like, wait, it's Jess. She should know this one.
Wait, who's guessing? Jamie?
Me.
this is getting canceled. I don't care.
Yeah,
It has to be done.
it's highly possible mine's getting canceled, but
Oh,
I had to go with it.
Yeah. Yeah, so we played one game really well. Now it's just the like play around game. Like,
Yeah,
exactly.
I think Kit Kat said earlier we used all of our brain cells.
it's
on
like once you win one game, you don't care as much. You're like,
Yeah,
"Ah."
exactly.
may I just say I have been having a delightful time with you all.
Hey,
Likewise.
Carla's in the
Hey.
chat.
oh, that's me. I just typed
Oh,
wrong.
you switched accounts.
Yeah, and well, on StreamYard, I have to be Weird Draft Games account, and so like sometimes I get the two mixed up because like, I'm bouncing between all these tabs. So that's actually why Angel took
The questions and stuff.
yeah, the questions
Fair
and stuff. Yeah, I realized I was the one that had to like verify, so I stopped myself from talking. But
Oh boy.
Wait,
Come on, Jamie, you got
I'm
it.
not gonna lie, I'm confused by Justin's.
I'm confused by all of these. I'm not gonna lie.
you won't be once you see the answer.
Yep.
Oh, I thought someone was going to put this, but they didn't. Huh.
Yeah, all these are these.
Got it.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
I was also going to put dark, like Dark Knight.
Yeah, those
yeah,
are
I
some
thought
good
about that.
clues.
But I went Knights of Ren since we were just talking about Star Wars.
Yeah. As soon as I saw that too, I'm like, okay, I got something here.
And Disney, so there you go. Twofer.
I was also going to think about putting like Heath Ledger, but you can't put proper names down.
Ooh.
That's true.
Y'all
Knight-
remember that movie he was in?
Knight's
do.
Tale.
Yes.
The naked
Yeah.
poet
Yeah.
got turned into Vision.
Yes.
Yeah.
I loved him in that. It was
And
so
Alan
great.
Tudyk, who turned into all the great comedic droids in
I
Star
was gonna
Wars.
say,
Yeah.
like,
In Star
was that
Wars,
his
in every
last
Disney,
live action role.
he's literally like he's in Hey Hey. He was
Right.
Hey Hey in Moana.
Yep.
Like he was Tuk Tuk in Raya. He's like he's everywhere.
Yeah, he's
He was
King
the-
Andy and
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yes.
yeah, Wreck-It Ralph. Thank you.
Duke of
Yeah.
It's
Wilson
salmon, actually.
Frozen.
Yes, Salmon.
Salmon.
In
That was what I
Encanto,
would-
he was the parrot because,
Oh, that's
of
awesome.
course,
He's the robot in Rogue One too.
Mhm.
yes.
That was awesome. That was
K2SO.
so good.
K2SO is so amazing.
Yes.
He's a leaf on the wind.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was also in that show
Yeah.
nobody's heard of called
Did
Firefly.
you did you any of you watch Resident Alien that he was in?
No.
Oh, hilarious show. It's Alan Tudyk live action, like in his element, just an alien in a human body. It's hilarious.
Amazing.
That's awesome. That would be really perfect for him.
I'm glad I did not go with my first, second, or third.
Dang, Justin.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, good luck. I don't know if I could get that with this.
I think it's
I-
funny also.
I love Konrad.
My brain just went first thing that came to my mind.
I like that
So-
across the top here, it says you must guess what the mystery word is, or you can just hit skip. Like I have no idea.
And be like, I don't know.
And pass.
Yeah.
There's like a do better button.
Can I choose try again?
Guess we have
I'd like to buy a vowel.
Yeah.
Disney.
Redo. Can I choose redo?
Oh, is this
Phone a friend.
no? Really?
Oh.
There's strip mall. There's power strips. Like I don't know how Disney or receptacle strip. I guess you take the garbage bag out of the receptacle, but
That's funny. It's allowing me to say if it's correct or incorrect.
that's 100% correct.
That's
Just say it, Angel.
100%. Yeah,
You
no,
have partner. You have partner rights in there.
I knew mine was a very first stressed, but like my brain is like starting to go a little like, huh? And I was like, Disney Outlet. I went to Disney
Yeah.
Outlet like all the time.
Yes.
Yeah, those
That
are
makes
actually fun
sense.
stores. Plus, Mike Mall was there too, so it actually like perfectly aligned with that. Like Disney in the mall. Boom.
I miss those Disney stores.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you
It is-
ever like tempted to like jump in the giant pile of stuffies that they had displayed? I would
Yes.
always want to do that, but then
They're so
I
snuggly.
remembered so many little children like touching them and grabbing them, and you know, and they're like, no thanks.
Plaguey plushies.
Oh, geez. Okay.
I just remember getting a bunch of those plushies and things. But
Oh yeah,
the
I
Disney-
totally would add them to my collection too.
The Disney stores were nice, but like the Disney outlets, man, you could find some really interesting things, especially the ones that were right by the parks. Because there's official outlet stores where it was like we're not.
Oh,
those
those.
were things that came from the parks.
Mhm.
Like
Oh,
it was
cool.
like so it wasn't like you had the Disney store side of things, and then you had the Disney outlet side of things. Disney
Right.
Outlet. So like you could go to Disney Outlet and get like really discounted, really cool magic bands for like $2, and it was like,
Oh,
yes,
nice.
this is gonna. So
Or
I had
like
a huge
the
collection.
set of pins that they were like rolling out from last season, like for pin trading.
Yes, exactly. Shirts, all. In fact, a lot of like my Disney ornaments that I had from like downstairs, I used to get those.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna
Aw.
happen.
Yeah, how dare you?
But my second one was like, dang it.
That was almost my answer. And I said, nope.
Oh,
I knew it was
Kit Kat,
gonna
That's
happen.
a great answer, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck.
Oh no.
Who's guessing?
I think it's
Angel.
me because there's
Yeah,
a big
it's you.
question mark here.
And that's what you're going to be thinking when the clues come up too.
I think I'm just gonna go with my first instinct here.
Yeah, strawberry milk's my favorite milk.
Yay!
We're-
Yay!
I'm impressed.
I
would
was
not
gonna
have gotten
put
that probably.
cheesecake, but then I was like, nah, someone's gonna put cheesecake.
I'm with the wrong group for my clue. Gotta think of a new one. Okay.
Okay. Remember, I have to figure it out.
Oh right, yeah. So no like deep cuts from songs here. Okay.
Not from Beth's RPG collection.
Yeah.
I don't think Jay Bird ever played Among Us with us back in the day.
I was not Among Us.
No, you were not Among Us while we played Among Us.
Yeah, I played a little bit with Chris, but I don't think I ever played with you.
I've never played that, but that looks like a really funny game.
Chris and
I
I
used to watch
and
some.
I had one of the
Oh my
best
gosh,
double
Angel,
kill
it's
moments
hilarious.
ever. Like it was right when I was first getting to know Chris, and like we were both imposters, and we like walked into a room, and it was Crystal, and Crystal was streaming. She's like, "Oh, these are my friends. There's 2 of them. I'm safe." And we double killed both of them, standing on the thing, and just walked away.
Oh my goodness. Like, and done.
Oh no.
They were my friends.
Yeah. I love you.
Kit Kat says it would be funny if all the clues were marked out. And,
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
I mean,
That's going to be an interesting guess.
oh yeah.
It is.
I didn't think everyone's answers would be gone. I just thought mine was kind of clever.
With that one.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Good luck, Justin.
Yeah, with the 2
good.
of these. Yeah, good luck.
Just go with your gut, Justin.
Well, sometimes with less is more.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
We did that on purpose. You're so welcome.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's the spirit.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, there's got to be other answers there, and I'll just do like salmon or peach. Like if you're trying to pick a color of a shirt, like what is it? It's a pink.
Yep. I was gonna also put tea, like peach tea.
Eek, what happened?
Yeah.
Well, if you got with tea, like I used to drink a lot of peach tea.
You
I'm
did?
sorry.
Oh, dang it, Justin.
Or like
Dang
a Georgia
it.
peach.
I was gonna put Georgia, but I was certain that everybody else would put the exact same thing.
Yeah, Cobbler and Fuzz got knocked out, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that cobbler was my initial instinct.
Yeah.
But we used to play when we played Among Us. One of the things that you had to do is go from a vending machine, and there's like this peach juice you had to like purchase, and everyone referred to it as something else because we were like, "Oh, that looks like it's that milk. It's butt milk." And I was like, "Oh, Justin's not with us. Justin never played that with us."
I wanted to say can just because of the whole like pizzas come in a can song.
Oh yeah. Presidents would have been a good one.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but think about Princess, President, and Salmon. I'll be like, what?
True.
I don't even know.
It would be just as confusing, I'm sure.
Princess was a really good one. When I saw
Yeah,
it, I
it
was
was.
like, "Oh, I'm jealous of that. That was clever."
Yeah, that was
Like
fun.
I get it, but like my first thought with Princess was like, okay, pink clothing. But I definitely fully get the Princess Peach. I should have taken a moment to think through.
It's
I
okay.
never in a
Like
million years would have
I'm
cobbler
sorry, my
and
clue was
Princess?
not helpful. Like, let's be clear. That did nothing to get you where you need to go. When
I was
everyone else
like,
got
"Ooh."
knocked out, I went, "Well, I just screwed him over."
Like, granted, I should have thought through it because, like, salmon, like, yes, it's more of a peach color, but
You were probably thinking fish, Justin.
yeah,
Yeah. I knew it was a stretch, but I was like, no one else, there's not all else going to get knocked out. And I don't want to knock someone else out
yeah.
by having my other clues. And I couldn't think of anything. So I was like, salmon works. Yeah, it was not helpful.
I mean, it didn't get knocked out. There was that.
Yeah.
It made it
I-
through.
I gave you coyote for tunnel and salmon for beach.
Like,
There's no
they're both
justification.
respectable. Just I need to take the time to think through them and not be like, yeah, no.
You get a
So,
pass. You were up for a long time.
Yeah.
I like games like these because it really does show you like how unique people can be.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I've always thought, and I think we talked about this on Weird Giraffe Day, like when the players are the variables, that tends to have a lot more replay value to me.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like those games. Anytime you're trying to like read what someone might do.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
but it doesn't always have to be social deduction. You know what I mean?
No. Like what was it? I was trying to explain a game real recently, but just one is a good example. Oh gosh, what was I trying to? I have a very good example of this. That's not social deduction, but you're just trying to figure out, well, will they put that or will I put that? But you know, those type of things don't have to be like are they a spy? Are they whatever? It's just like, well, will I put this? Even like trick taking, right? Will they put something down or something like that? Like, are they going for?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering if anybody had some recommendations for games like that.
Have you guys ever played So Clover?
Yes.
That's one of my favorite word, but also like deduction kind of games. For anyone who hasn't played, it's everyone gets these little clover-shaped plastic trays, I guess, and all the cards in the game. The only other component in the box is these little cards, and they are all actually square shaped. And there's a hollow in the middle of the square. On each edge of the square is a different word, and you place 4 of those on your clover. And at the beginning of the round, everybody has to look at the cards as they are currently arranged. So you're going to have 2 words on the edge of each side of the clover. And then on the little like part above on the clover shape, the only part exposed when the cards are on the tray is where you write a word that connects the 2 words that are facing outwards. At that point, you take all the cards, you shuffle a random one in there, and then everybody works together to try to reconstruct what your clover card arrangement was, using the words that you wrote on the outside of the clover. And it gets to be really, really fun. Like the first layer is always, did they write a word that connects these 2 words, or did they write a word that kind of makes them think of both words separately, if that makes sense?
Yep.
And then the next layer is like, okay, who is this person? And like, how do I know if they think this way or not? And it just gets to be really, really fun. And after the first round, even more so, it actually feels kind of like you get to know people a little bit better because of it. So it's fun. It's a really, really good game.
Super cool.
That's really clever.
Okay, I looked it up because I was curious. I'm like, it bothered me, like the itch. The thing I was trying to explain that was mobile markets. If you've played that, where you're trying to read what someone else is going to do. Are they going to put their something really low to try to sell a bunch of them? But if they do that, they won't be able. Are they going to make a profit? So you're trying to figure out like what's the best thing. Can I outbid them? Do I go high because they won't be able to sell? They won't put a bunch of stuff onto their thing, and that you're trying to read what the other person will do so that you can outsell them. And again, I think that works. That's a game because basically you have these tablets. You're trying to figure it out. You're pricing your tablets. Your prices can go up, which means you're going to have higher profits. But because someone sells it lower than you, they might be able to sell more. And the more they sell, that might mean that you get to sell a lot less because they get the pick of the litter. So you're trying to figure out, like, is it better to go lower? Do I think Jamie's going to go really low, so I need to go really low? Or Jamie's going to go really low, so they're not going to want to put any features on their phone, so they're not going to be able to sell to these people, so I'm going to get to sell to them, so I'll make mine really high and sell a bunch of them. It's, it's that trying to figure out what someone else might be doing or thinking, and that's an outplay, and it's not social deduction. It's just trying to, like, think about what the player what I think the player might want, and so that I can try to plan around that. Does that make sense? Yeah,
and it sounds like EQ, but in reverse. Or QE rather, not
QE. Yeah, that's one.
Jamie, I thought you said GQ. I was like, that's a magazine.
Yeah.
Mobile markets is also going to be how we like game plan our launch of Poke Mobile. That's going to be like our testing ground. Like, we're going to come up with a marketing strategy based on
featuring the only ringtone available is the Bonzinator chorus.
Bonzinator chorus of Hallelujah. Yes.
It's
Yeah,
the only
so-
one I ever want anyway. So
Yeah. So another game that kind of implements that kind of deducing what you think everyone else might play. I learned this week King of 12. So it's kind of
Oh, yeah.
that
Wanting to play
simultaneous
that.
card selection where everyone has the same hand of card actions, and you're picking one to play to change your die value, basically. But if like you ever play the same card as someone else, those cards cancel out, don't have an effect. And then if your die values are ever the same, they cancel out, don't have an effect, and you're just trying to have the highest number value at the end after cards are revealed to be able to get a point. But the other trick to it is at the end of the round, once everyone has played through basically the whole hand of cards, is anyone who has the same number of points, those points cancel out. So everything about the game is don't be the same as anyone else to actually have a chance.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've been wanting to play that one.
There's a much more simplified version of that in Snow Time.
Mhm.
And especially with 2 players, you play like all 4 players, like you each play 2 players. And so you can kind of
Ooh.
use your deck of cards like to, king make a little bit, like getting one ahead by using, the other person to get you that way. But you have cards like 1 through 7 and then 2 special ones. And you are kind of fighting for the branches on the tree and getting fruit from it. But if, you're above someone, then you knock them off, and then you also get extra points for being the lowest on the tree. So it's kind of a fun battle, like trying to guess where someone's going to play, and you see what numbers get knocked out, so they only have certain numbers to play, and really like strategizing just with those few cards ends up being really interesting.
So is it a very long game, or does it take no time at all?
So
I don't know.
funny.
I had to, sorry.
I guess Ink and Gold's kind of like that too, to some extent. Just a much quicker, shorter version of it, where literally you just choose to stay or go, and that's it.
Fair.
And so if you leave at the same time as someone else, you don't get all of the stuff yourself, and if there's something special on the ground, you don't get it. So but if you leave last, you might not get anything at all because you push too far, like I always do. So
It feels like a complicated hot potato.
yeah, exactly.
Or have you guys ever played Celestia? Because
No.
it's a push your luck game. So basically, everyone has a set of cards that they're trying to use to help navigate through like this world, and the further you get along in the world, the more treasure you can get. But if you crash, no one gets anything. And the way you decide whether you continue down the journey or crash is you roll a set of dice. Those dice will have hazards on it. Everyone has cards on their hand. Everyone has cards in their hand. Some will have more than others. And you have to decide, does the captain have what he needs to get us through the hazard or not? So there's a little bit of that, like, can I read the captain? Is the captain choosing to act like he's confident so that I stay on and we all crash, or is he acting confident because he actually has the cards? Is he you're trying to play, so you play with, there's a little bit of that trying to read the person on like whether or not they're like bluffing you that they can keep going so that you crash with them, or should I get off now and just get a treasure? And it's fun when people are like you convince someone that like like you kind of convince them I'm crashing. There's no way I can do this, and then you code for like 2 or 3 more rounds, and they're like, I can't believe I got off and got like 2 points rather than 10. Like so
That's awesome.
Everybody loves those Vincini moments of like, would you put the poison in your goblet or?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite like pocket games is in Vino Morte. It's exactly that.
That's awesome.
Cool.
It's a button shy game, and you have to pass out. I think you can pass out as much of poison as you want, but there's only 2 cards in the entire deck. There's wine and poison. You can pass as many poison cards out as you want, but you have to pass at least 1. And during your turn, it goes once around the table. During your turn, you can either choose to drink what you have or trade once with someone else at the table, even if they've been traded. I'm sorry. Even if they've been traded with before. And then once it comes back to the dealer, everyone drinks, even if they haven't yet. And at that point, you find out if you traded correctly or if you trusted the people who were dealing to you. It is so much fun.
That's fun.
That reminds me a little bit.
Fantastic.
Have you played Raise Your Goblets? It was a Simon
No.
It's a Simon game, so it's overproduced. So it's like these goblets that they have, like, actual, like plastic goblets, and then they like these. You have wine and you have poison and you have antidote, and like you're putting these things in the cups. And on your turn, you can put something in. You can swap things. You can swap things across the table. So it's a constant like going back and forth. And then you have someone you are trying to murder. Like you have a goal to kill someone. That is your goal. So like, like everyone's like, you get the most points if you drank the most wine, if you didn't die, if you got the antidote, if the person you wanted to die died at this party. But it's a lot of fun. But it's the same thing, swapping those things around. And it's like once someone runs out of like wine tokens, that's when like everyone has to drink and see what happens. But it sounds very similar. But it's a lot of fun because you're like, I'm putting this in your cup. Is it wine or is it poison? Now, don't you want to switch it? Don't you want to switch it with me?
Yeah, here you go. Take that.
You clearly cannot drink the wine cup in front of you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. It's overproduced and little cups and dropping things in it. It reminds me of a game called Going, Going, Gone. And two people play, and you have all these cubes, and they put cards around each cup, and you try to bid the most cubes in like 30 seconds. There's a little sand timer. So you're just like kind of in a frenzy dropping cubes, and if you see someone else dropping them in there, you're kind of trying to outbid them, but you don't get those cubes back. So you're trying to get people to overspend on a certain item. Then you end up getting, it's a set collection game, but it's very involved because you've got these cups and bidding with the cubes. It's quite silly.
Sounds fun.
It was.
I love all those type of games until I realize I've been outsmarted by everyone at the table. Every time.
Like, hey, what happened?
Not again. Yeah.
Not again.
Boiled again.
I was just thinking that. It's a good thing we didn't play another one. We're all thinking too much alike now.
Just a whole
No
like
clue
round
at
of everybody getting 0 clues. Yeah.
Yes.
I haven't heard of We're Doomed either, but I love the name of it already. So
That would
I
be.
got that,
Go
I
ahead.
got it for free. I was just gonna say I got it for free on the Dice Tower cruise, but someone said they didn't like it, so I think I gave it to my local con as a giveaway or something.
And Kit Kat's pointing out Liar's Dice, which I agree. Angel and I played that once, and it was very fun trying to like go back and forth with like, yeah, I have this, absolutely, It's like you literally just said you had this other thing, like okay, whatever you say, like. No, see, look, I did. I lied the other time. Like this time, I'm being honest though. So
I cannot think of the name of it now, but we backed something on BackerKit a while back, and it was like Liar's Dice, but it's like
like pirate dice or something.
Yeah,
like,
so cool looking. It's got a magnetic board where all the tiles magnet.
Lying Pirates. That's
Lying Pirates. And it has like bamboo dice cups. Speaking of getting sucked in on deluxe items, that one got us. It's like pirates and all kinds of cool things. And they had 2 different types of meeples. It was like wooden ones and like, they were like little pirate ships. We had to have it.
There's a link to it.
Curious about this.
But yeah, that thing's awesome.
Looks great.
Yeah, the Facebook ad got me because it was on there like 100 times.
Them darn ads.
Yes. I was like, that's cool. And then it just kept coming up, like you're standing in a line at Walmart forever and you just have to have that candy bar. Like, how dare you?
I think that was the first Kickstarter that you actually were like, I really want this thing too. Because usually I'm the one that's all like, yeah, I really want this. We get like 2 or 3 Kickstarters a year, like at most, and other than Weird Giraffe, which I can't back anymore, so like that frees us up a little bit. So, like, but yeah, that was the first time Angel was like, yeah, this looks really cool. So like, she's like, is it okay if we can? I was like, yeah, absolutely. Like, I get them all the time, like sometimes. So you deserve to be able to pick one too.
So like, I really want this one.
I've gotten suckered in a few times. The Facebook ads or the right thing just makes me go, like, ooh, maybe.
Yeah.
I have been very fortunate though that I think that most of the ones that like I went and got suckered into, I've been happy with the results.
Well, good.
So
we got the last Kickstarter was a paperback. What was the
Paperback Adventure.
Paperback
Yeah.
Adventures. That was really neat.
I want to
We,
get that one.
Yeah, we played that maybe a couple months ago. I want to get that back to the table. It was really good.
Yeah, and it's another one of those two that like, you know, got suckered into the whole thing because I pre-ordered, or you know, I backed just the main thing, but they had 3 characters you could pick from, and each one of them was a separate add-on. And then when the like backer kit or whatever came out, I was like, yeah, screw it, I'm just getting all the stuff. Like I got the other 2 characters too, and that was actually really awesome too. Though Tim Fowlers, I think is his name, was all like, we put it on Steam too, and anyone who backed it like gets a free copy. Like, just, you know, please leave a review if you do. And then like a month later, I was like, oops, we found out that like if you get a Steam copy for free, you can't review it, or at least doesn't count toward like their thing. So like, just if you happen to know anybody that wants it, like, you know, like ask them to buy it, and then, you know, like not like bug your friends or anything, but you know, like if you enjoy the game, like, hey, recommend it. And then so it has been fun though. It's fun on Steam too. So
I feel like it's the closest to like getting Bookworm into a board game. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was great about that, and the characters are very fun too. So
they are. I like the flavor text,
and it has like 3 different modes. Like there's just regular solo, and then there's like a cooperative mode and like a different cooperative mode. So like there's 2 different ways to do that, and like, yeah, it's really cool.
You know, the very first time Facebook got me, and it ended up being my very first Kickstarter that I ever backed, was Chimera Station, and that was by Tasty Minstrel Games back in the day. But it has, if you don't know, it's worker placement, but it's these aliens that you literally Lego apart and back together, and you put different features on them, and depending on what features they have, they do different things at the place that they work. And
Oh,
it's
yeah, I've
super
seen that.
combo-y. So like you can put together your alien that has claws and tentacles, or claws and leaves. And if it has leaves, it feeds itself. But you're literally pulling them apart and then putting them back together like Lego style, like clipping them. And now I've got this like 4 thing tall like figure that will go out, and like if I have claws, then I can take over the spot that you took. You can't lock me out of it. I was like, ooh, this could be great. It could be bad, but it could be great. I'll take a chance on it. But like that's where Facebook first suckered me in, and now Kickstarter owns my soul. So
Yeah, Kickstarter can be a black hole if you're not careful. So
Been really proud of myself lately. I haven't been suckered in. I was this close to backing Witchbound today, but the card that I used didn't. It's like my fun money card for when I get commission money. So that's the one I use like when I want to buy a game on Kickstarter or something, and it wouldn't go through. And I'm like, all right, I guess that's a sign. I got to work harder if I want this one.
I learned the secret of not getting sucked into Kickstarter. Not having any money.
yeah. I also went and looked through all our cabinets and stuff, and I started a document, and I wrote down all the games we have, and then I sorted it by played and not played, and just showed how many we haven't played. And I said, you know, would you rather play the 200 games we have that we haven't, or buy this game and leave it sit beside the 200 we haven't played yet?
Why do you have to be so hateful?
Question.
Yeah. Like,
There's so many
That's
a shelf of opportunity.
how about-
moments there,
Yeah.
Angel.
Or how about, would you like to walk across the house or trip over board games?
why are you calling out everyone here and then chat?
I know,
exactly. I don't
geez.
appreciate
It's
it.
a collection.
helps.
It's a
It helps.
collection, not a hoard.
Yeah, but we
I don't know
also
my
live with
future-
3 other people, and like we have 1 room, and it's small.
Yeah.
So
That's fair.
Sounds like a them problem.
Exactly.
yeah, oh yeah, just us. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
They
don't
should
like
be
board
okay
games.
with
That's their fault.
with cuddling with board games at night. I don't see a problem with this.
Exactly.
See, I'm planning on using, if worse comes to worse, I build myself a shelter with my board games and shells.
There
There you go.
That's
Oh.
why you have so many, just in
Yes.
case.
Then wrap
It's
it
a,
with
it's
a
a
tarp.
board game box fort.
Yeah,
And I bet
exactly.
if you try hard enough, you could curl up inside the Everdell box. So you're good.
It's true.
That's
we
fair.
fell into
We've
the
got
trap of
Gloomhaven, we're good.
second. Yeah,
There
no
you
kidding.
go.
We fell into the trap of like itch games where you just print and play. So like you buy an infinite of those and just have them on your computer and then never print them out, or actually play them. Same thing, just you print them yourself so they don't take up extra space.
Oh, we do have a big magazine holder full of itch things that we printed because we have the HP ink, and our like prints were not going to roll over, so we decided to print everything. So we have a big pile of prints to things to play.
Yeah, we actually, it was funny. We streamed like 3 weeks ago, a month ago or something with Rochelle. The three of us each made games, and like we each kind of like Angel and I picked one from each of us to play. And even though we were the ones that made them, we had never played them. So like it's one thing to own games and not play them. It is another thing to make games and not play them.
Yeah. It's like we actually haven't played this yet.
And yes, HP Instant Ink is amazing. I definitely recommend it. Our printer was like $90, and then like it's like $10 a month, and you get like 300 prints or something a month. And you can just print like solid black pages. It doesn't even matter. Like they don't care. Like they'll send you ink. It doesn't like print whatever you want. So
Yeah.
Hi, kitty.
This is Frank.
Aw, hi, Frank.
Frank.
How many
Report-
kitties do you have?
I have 3. We have
Awesome.
Yoshi, Gadget, and Frank.
oh, those are awesome names.
I did not like having human names for my cats. My ex wanted that, but I convinced her on Yoshi and Gadget. We tried to name him Sneezy because he kept sneezing like all the time. We thought, 7 dwarves. But every time I tried to talk to him, I would start by calling him Sleepy, and then realize halfway, my ADHD brain would switch halfway through. So it would come out Sleazy, and my wife was just like, no, that's not happening. So the poor guy just got like his brother and sister have cool names, and he's named Frank, which I think is what made him so needy. He's like, why do I have the lame name?
Aw.
But he's probably missed me. He usually sits on my chest half the day.
Aw.
It's like you've been streaming too much.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you just live here now. Is that what's going on?
Yeah,
Spend time with me.
he's the best though. Very, very sweet.
Yeah, there you go. There's a good Kit Kat
Yeah,
says.
Kit
Just
Kat
tell him
says-
it's short for Frankenstein.
Frankenstein, there we
Yeah,
go.
I was thinking that, or it could be like Frankfurter.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Does he
Frankenstein's
meow a
good. I
lot?
like
It'd be
that.
Frank Sinatra.
Ooh.
Ooh, I do like Frank Sinatra.
There you go. We have this neighbor that
Yeah.
the friend of theirs dumped 10 cats off at their house, and so they
Oh.
just wander over here all the time and sit on our porch and meow really loudly until we open the door and say hi. So we have a lot of porch cats.
Damn.
It's awesome. They're kind of like, yeah, like plop. You will give me attention, or they will, one or the other.
They all
Well,
have
this
little.
has been delightful, everyone, but I have to head out and get some food.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Well,
Oh
thank
my
you,
goodness,
Jess,
yeah,
for joining us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're
looking
glad you
down at the
finally got
time,
on
it
here.
is
Yeah, I
been
appreciate the
just over
invite,
2 hours.
guys.
Yeah, it's nearly
so
10. I should
we'll wrap
probably-
this up and we'll get ready to raid over. It's looking like Amanda Panda and Ruel are
Have a great night, Jess.
with the brothers Murph tonight, so we can
Ooh,
raid into them and say hi to all of them at the
I
same
like-
time.
Nice.
I like that.
So we do appreciate everyone who showed up and hung out with us and chat. And thanks again to Kitty. Is it? Are we saying Kitty Cat? Is that the correct pronunciation of
like the candy bar, Kit Kat.
Kit Kat?
I just
It's
apparently
getting
say her
late, and I looked at it different
cool.
each time. So
I only
but
knew
thanks
'cause I heard
again
it
for
the other
playing with us and everyone else who chatted along. We will prep this to make sure I read correctly.
Yeah, I've called them Kitty Cat since they came into my chat, and I went, is it Kitty Cat or Kit Kat? And they're like, whatever. And I went, okay,
Looks like
Okay.
yeah, looks like it's either way. Dealer's choice.
dealer's choice.
Also, while you're here, make sure you follow like everybody here. Like,
Yes.
Angel and I just use the Weird Draft Games channel. Justin is here weekly with us too. We do game streams every Monday generally, but we did Tuesday this week because we really wanted to have Conrad here on here with us. So
Yeah, give me a second and I'll drop each of your.
Yeah.
links in.
Again, thank you, Conrad, for joining in this
I
chaos,
had so much
especially
fun.
after your 24-hour stream stuff that you did
Yeah,
just
definitely.
yesterday.
I had a blast. No, it was fun.
yeah, this has been awesome. I totally agree.
Yeah. And again, you're welcome to join us anytime you want to. And those in chat, play games with us online during the week. We want to be your friends. We want to play more games.
Can I ask who all is going to be at Dice Tower West? I know Jamie.
Yep. I think from our team, it's just going to be me and Carla.
Yeah. Because I'm helping Carla the weekend before at SaltCon in Salt Lake City.
Okay.
So I couldn't swing 2 weekends in a row.
Yeah, Bree's going to be there
Fair.
too.
Me, yay!
We're with you, Kit Kat. We have not left the house since late 2019, and I'm very much hoping to get to a convention sometime this year, but it's going to be at least June or July before we can do that. So
yeah, we've been poking and prodding to get you to join us.
Yeah, and the
sometime.
first thing I need to do is poke and prod myself with the vaccine.
Yeah, so
on
No,
Justin,
go.
because I think you sent out something about helping with conventions, and I know I'm here in Columbus. I think.
Yeah, Conrad, don't
So-
feel bad. Not even all of the Weird Draft team has responded.
Okay. that's
Hint,
good.
hint, just. But yes, thanks everyone for joining us tonight. Go follow all these amazing people. Jump into their chat when they're streaming. Go follow their socials. Do all that jazz, and let's get ready to raid.
Sounds good.
Thanks for joining us, Conrad and Jamie.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a delight.
And Jess.
Yeah, and Jess, but I don't think she's actually here anymore. But
Yeah, we definitely enjoyed it.
It was
Right.
wonderful.
Good night, everyone. As I like to say, play games, spread joy. But ultimately, we can't do that without all of y'all here.
Oh, one more quick thing. Tomorrow at noon, I want to say we are going to be playing Go Goa with Andy. That's noon Eastern. I'm pulling it up really quick. I'm sorry. I should have been prepared, but I don't do that. No, it's not tomorrow. I'm sorry. It's Thursday. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing some game design on stream from like 3 to like 6 or something. I don't know.
You know what? Just turn on those
Yeah, I just want to-
notifications so you know when we go live.
There you
Yeah.
go. Easy
Yeah.
stuff.
But yeah.
All right,
Thursday
good-
noon.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Okay, we've rated.
Okay.